long in it. Just redeemed first, tuning in before all the other gamers.
For real?
Hi there, folks. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Oolong, congratulations on getting first. Thank you for not choosing to try to run Spotify Connect. Mama, welcome to the stream. I hope you're kicking that boss's ass. What boss fight is it in what game? Evil the Chaos Mama, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. I hope you are enjoying the last couple of days with your youngest. I hope that Demon Slayer is providing the action-oriented. Oh shit! Namu Ninja, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. Folks, if you are not following Namu Ninja, hit that heart up at the top of the chat. It's free. It costs you nothing. It makes you a better person. Trouble, welcome in with the Namu raid. What were you up to today? Namu, was it more beekeeping work that you were up to today? Thank you so much for that raid. Great to see you. Hang on, we got to put you in here because we're in a new month. So that means we got to update this information to be accurate. Hold on. Very DIY here. We do it all. We do it all behind the scenes in real life. Sorry, I can't stick around rushing because of a blown hydraulic hose. That seems like a pretty important thing to take care of. Do not worry for an instant. Namu, go take care of that. But do know that everyone here is going to see that you are on the raid leaderboard for August 2026 alongside Scorpionaut, Frankie Play, Sublime Deity, and Ace Scorcher. Thank you very much, Namu, for that raid. I hope you take care of that. I hope that everything's okay. But Namu was raking hay today. Okay. Important farm. God. Namu does more like physical outdoor labor, and then I think that he does that in one stream, I think, more than I've probably done outdoor physical labor in my entire life. And I'm not guilty of doing nothing. I want to be 100% clear here. I'm not guilty of doing no outdoor physical labor in my life. Certainly not my main activity, you know? And there's just, I don't know, it's just wild. But I hope that hydraulic hose that blew is safe and okay, and Namu takes care of that. Trouble, I hope you had a fun time over on Namu's stream. Thank you for coming in with the raid. Today, we on this stream, we're gonna be playing some more Final Fantasy IX, and I actually think I'm gonna update something here real quick. He works hard. I grew up on a farm and I didn't work like he does. No, that's the thing, right? Like I have farmers. Well, no, I don't have commercial farmers or anything in my family, but I have members of my family who have like worked on the land and done hard like farm work in my whole life, and they work hard, but I'm just like, Namu works harder, you know? Namu works harder, and that's just the facts. We need to make a slight update here. We're gonna update our schedule here at the bottom of the screen because we are gonna update this like this, because on August 8th, we will be returning to the grim darkness of the 41st millennia. And we will be playing some more Warhammer 40k Darktide on Saturday with at least Jasper. Holly hasn't confirmed yet, but Holly's been having a really stressful time at work. And so hopefully we'll have Holly as well, but we're certainly gonna have me and Jasper playing some more Darktide on Saturday. We had fun with that. We had a good time with that. We want to play some more of that. So that's an update that I need to make there. Hi friends, hi Alex and Ivory, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. Riddy Crash, hello and welcome to you as well. I hope you are having a fantastic Wednesday. Oh Riddy, I wish I could take that compliment, but I simply must refuse you. I do not think that I work harder than a lot of other people. In fact, I've actively been putting in an effort to work less hard. recently for various reasons. But thank you. Nevertheless, I'm glad the work I do is appreciated, which is what I take that compliment to mean. You should work less because you work harder than anyone. Touche, my friend. You have flanked me, and I didn't see it coming. Nicely done. Welcome in, Alex and Ivory. Are you on your off work day today? Are you not working today and you are getting to enjoy a day off today? Folks, for anyone curious, we are currently listening to musical tracks from the special release of music that is going to be in Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, which had a Nintendo Direct yesterday, giving more details about the upcoming Fire Emblem game releasing in September that I was already excited for and now just more excited for. This music that you're hearing is from that. I worked at 6 p.m. last night and didn't get home until 7 a.m. this morning, so I am exhausted. That's a 13-hour shift. Well, I guess not a 13-hour shift. You got home at 7 a.m., but still. I ate some breakfast and took my pills, and now my stomach hurts, so I'll be taking it easy today. Yes, take it easy, Ivory. These overnight have you ever actually just worked a normal 8-hour shift since starting at this place, or is it always longer than you anticipate? Because it feels like you're often working longer because of you, like you said, you can't leave until the things balance. So it really feels like you're working overtime, and also overnight shifts are brutal. I hope that you're not finding this. I think genuinely, and this isn't to like psych you out in any way, Ivory, I genuinely think if I was asked to work the way that you're working, I would really struggle with it. I would really struggle with it personally. There was a Direct yesterday? Damn, I'm out of the loop. There was, Brittany, but it was a specific Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Direct yesterday, and they only announced that it was happening on like Tuesday, so it was very, like, it happened immediately. There was no build up to it. But it went into much more detail about the 4 characters that you play initially in the game, and it also gave more details about the overarching narrative of the game, which is super interesting. I'm so interested in what it establishes, and it showed a little bit of the gameplay loop. Very interestingly, it showed that Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave will have the standard Fire Emblem tactical battles where you are moving your characters across a grid in turn-based combat, but Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave will also have standard turn-based combat that you can do outside of the main story missions, where you will just have like a group of like 4 characters in a turn-based combat a la Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, which I thought was a very interesting new spin on the game, and is really interesting when thinking about like how that will change up some of the dynamics of the game, because now you're not now if you send like a horse person in, like if you send someone riding a horse into a turn-based combat against a flyer, or sorry, you send an archer into a turn-based combat against a flyer, then like you're not able to use positioning to try to keep the flying units and the archer like interacting in these. Like, it's just going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. I'm really interested in that, but it's not all of the main missions at the core of the game will still be the grid-based combat system, but these are for like the side activities, the downtime activities that you can do in between main missions will involve this turn-based combat, which is really cool. I hate to run, but I gotta get my groceries put up and fix some food. Lol, I hungry. Y'all have a great day today and a better night tonight. Thanks for streaming. Big hugs, y'all. Trouble, thank you so much for coming in with the raid. No worries at all that you gotta take care of groceries and get yourself some food. If you're hungry, you deserve to eat. I hope you make yourself something delicious. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better night. Thanks so much for hanging out. Ollie, I am lurking with no audio, likely for the rest of the day, but hello, hi, how are you? See you later. Much love. Arrivederci. Ollie, I understand that you have had an extremely difficult day at work yesterday. I hope that difficult day at work is not continuing. I know you can't hear this, but I want to put this energy out into the universe. I hope that you are not having an equally difficult day today. I hope that you feel better. If you're unable to participate in stream today because you do not have any audio, that is totally fine. I just won't do trivia questions today that require me to ask you the answers to all the trivia questions, or I don't even need to worry about that because Mama will have all the answers for me, so it'll be totally fine. We don't even I want you to feel needed, Holly, but we are not even need. So our shifts are 10 hours, so no normal 8 hours for me, but I have only done a normal shift a couple of times since starting, and yeah, I can't leave until my window is balanced or either of the banks if I have those that day. And maybe I'm just a little bit confused about what that means, Ivory, but like, why does it seem like they are regularly not balanced? Like, is that because there's like mistakes being made, or like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean about how I don't know what that means? So yeah, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave coming out in September. I'm super fucking excited for it. Today is also the first day of, today is the launch day for Bubbly Basin, the first paid DLC content for Pokemon Pokopia. So happy Bubbly Basin Day to any Pokemon Pokopia fans out there. I really want to pick it up. I really want to play it, but I am very tight on money for the remainder of August until I get back to work in September. And so I'm being extra cautious, and I'm not going to buy it today. I'm going to wait until I sort of like know what the rest of this month looks like, and then maybe I'll pick it up properly. But I'm very excited for Bubbly Basin. It adds a bunch of my favorite water type Pokemon to the game. And I'm looking forward to playing it. And I just love Pokemon Pokopia. And I've realized that, like, for me, the free build creative side of Pokemon Pokopia, I've done quite a bit in there, but it's not enough for me personally to sort of sustain my engagement with the game. Like with all Pokemon games, like the thing I enjoy the most about Pokemon games is catching all the Pokemon, collecting all the Pokemon, and I'm not necessarily as thrilled by the like creative aspect of Pokemon Pokopia, or at least I've fallen off. I still find it enjoyable, but not as enjoyable. But the directed, town-based kind of things where you have this like goal and this challenge to go in and repair and rebuild the town, and then build the habitats and collect all the new Pokemon and stuff. That part I really enjoy. So that's why I really want to get Bubbly Basin. But we shall see how that goes. I don't believe it starts today, but there's also another live event that's free for anyone who owns Pokopia pretty soon that introduces Melodic and Feebas as Pokemon you can get, just showing that they're continuing to do this like live service element to Pokopia. And I do really love Pokopia, but as we talked about the other day, it's one of those games where there's so much content in it to like potentially sustain you over a long period of time. But if you're someone like me who's constantly got other games to play, I find it really hard to invest in the like in that end game content the way that other people might, or if you would, if it was like one of your only like 2 games that you own this year. Hi, Mama Properly. Welcome to the stream. Did you win the boss fight? Congratulations on that 360 stream streak. We are 5 streams away, Mama. Before the end of the month of August, you will have watched exactly 1 full year's worth of 1 stream for every day for a full year. See that wind? Throw caution to it. Then it's its problem, not yours. Brittany, I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if I can trust the wind with my financial problems. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any financial problems, but I don't know that I can trust the wind with my financial decisions, is maybe what I mean. You won. Congratulations, Mama. This is for you. Insert your name where it says my name.
You are watching a master at work.
What game were you playing, Mama, that you were, what game were you playing? What boss were you fighting? So the end of my shift, the computer system knows what I have in my window. I have to update the numbers to match with what the system has. Once it matches or balances out, then I can see if my drawer is short money or has more than what the system says I have. What's been happening each time, though, is that I've had more money in my drawer than what the system says I should have. So I need to recount everything, check to see if I put all the correct numbers in and stuff. I see. I struggle with trying to match the 2 numbers. I see. Okay, I understand. That makes sense. And this can sometimes take quite a bit of time because you have to go back through and see like maybe where perhaps like an error in numbers occurred somewhere. Beast of Reincarnation. Okay, so you picked up Beast of Reincarnation, Mama. I remember you were saying that you were excited about that. You were going to be picking that game up. What is your review of Beast of Reincarnation so far, Mama? I don't know how much you've put into it. I don't know how much you've played it so far, but what are your current thoughts, initial impressions of Beast of Reincarnation? Because I've seen some online discourse about it. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. So I've been seeing some online discourse around Beast of Reincarnation. I myself have not played it, but I'm really interested by what the online discourse is. A lot of reviews of it are that it's okay, that it's like pretty mid. I've seen a lot of 6 out of 10s. I've seen 1 or 2 7 out of 10s, but like the majority of reviews that I have seen have been in the 6 and 7 range. The more like critical ones saying 6, and the more like optimistic ones saying 7. And I've also seen a discourse from people saying that like that Beast of Reincarnation is making people like that for a long time. People have assumed that Nintendo has been holding Game Freak back. That like Game Freak hasn't been allowed to cook with the Pokemon games, and that like the issues people have had with the Pokemon games over the years are a consequence of Nintendo, either Nintendo not giving them enough money, or Nintendo not giving them enough support, or Nintendo being too restrictive on their freedom. But what I've seen on the discourse is that people are playing Beast of Reincarnation, which has none of that, and people are being like, oh, wait a minute. That might still be true. All those things about Nintendo's relationship with Game Freak might still be true, but this game is showing some of the signs of things that people have been complaining about in the Pokemon games that have caused people to be like, oh, wait, it actually might be both, right? It might be that like Nintendo might be part of it, but also Game Freak might be part of it. And so I think that's very interesting. Again, like being clear that I have not yet played it. So that's just what I've been seeing. I can get the bigger denominations correct, but it's the smaller numbers that are tripping me up. Right. Well, I'm sure that will come with practice, right? Every just like time and practice, you'll get better at that. I've seen a lot of the discourse trying to ignore it, but I do feel that's affecting my thoughts without me wanting it to. That was the first boss, so I'm still very early, and yeah, I'd seen that too. It's clearly not just Nintendo, it is Game Freak. Yeah, and that's the thing, it can be more nuanced, right? Like it can be simultaneously true that Nintendo is putting restrictions, but that also like Game Freak, for one reason or another, is like struggling in some capacities, right? And it's interesting to say that because you look at something like Pokemon Pokopia and you do kind of go, well, this is a company that is like not Game Freak, but still has Nintendo like with their control over the property, and like look what's coming out of it, right? So it's really interesting. Pokemon games are the same as Transformers. The quality is not important. It's creating new stuff that can be turned into merchandise, as that's where the real money is. Riddy, you are not wrong. You are not wrong, but and this is the thing though, right? Because you're right. You're absolutely correct. It's the same thing with like the recent like Masters of the Universe movie. And this is often true for a lot of things, right? Like, you know, a lot of times from a certain perspective, from the perspective of a certain person working at a company, you know, like a Marvel movie or a like He-Man and Masters of the Universe movie or a Pokemon game, or all these things, from a certain person's perspective at a certain point in the company, there are people who are saying the quality is important insofar as we need it to be like popular enough to effectively be turned into merchandise. But at the end of the day, what you're saying is probably true to some extent, right? Like it's not like if it successfully galvanizes the merchandise sales that where a lot of real money is made, then that's all somebody at the company probably cares about. But it is simultaneously true that the people who are working, what you hope and what happens a lot of the time is that the people on the ground making those games or movies, whatever the thing might be, you know, it can depend. Obviously, not everyone feels this way, but a lot of the time you do have people who very earnestly and honestly are trying their very best to make the best game that they can make because they enjoy that work and because they enjoy the thing they're working on and because they want to put that thing out into the world. Now, that's not always the case. Sometimes people don't enjoy what they're working on. Like, you don't enjoy every project you do at work, and not everybody in a game studio is constantly in love with everything that they're being asked to do. And sometimes you don't have, like, people at, like, the directing level who care, like, in a way that you need to care. But I do believe that the vast majority of people who work on something, regardless of the big picture, however they use my penis in the process is, like, totally fine. But regardless of like what the kind of upper executive long-term business model is with an IP, I do honestly believe that the majority of people who work on things, who work on games or movies or things, even if those things are sales tactics for other products, are putting in as like, are doing their best, are genuinely trying to make something that is that is good, that is well received. They want their work to be good. They want the product that they're a part of to be good. And you know, a lot of times they are fans of the things that they're making. Look at Ross's penis. This is the scope of our game. No company has the money to do it, Riddy. No company has the money to reach that scope. Anyway, all of that is to say, what I think Beast and Reincarnation might be exposing a little bit is that there is some struggle within Game Freak between those things. Now, we don't really know. We don't know what the culture is like in Game Freak. Now, I don't know if nobody knows or if just like we in the English-speaking world maybe don't know. But we don't know what the culture is like inside of Game Freak. But we do know from former Nintendo employees that at least inside of Nintendo, which again doesn't really apply to Beast of Reincarnation, but within Nintendo, the reporting from former employees is that there is an enormous amount of integrity in the kind of creative, like executive branch of Nintendo, but that a work-life balance does not exist. That there is absolutely no work-life balance working with and in Nintendo. If you have a leadership team working on a game that's not invested, if you have a leadership team that's like not effective at motivating people, even the like most earnestly eager to be invested in their work employee is going to struggle. And so this is just very interesting to me, you know? This is just a very interesting thing, what Beast and Reincarnation was showing, because Beast and Reincarnation for me has always been interesting because it's like, if this comes out and it's stellar, that raises questions about what's going on with Pokemon. But it coming out the way that it is kind of making me go, okay, so there's something internal, perhaps Game Freak. The thing about me is that I tend to not give myself enough grace or room to make mistakes, and I'm not very nice to myself. I was trying to open our chip bank where all the casino chips are stored, and I couldn't get the numbers right and was on the verge of tears before I asked my supervisor Chang to come help me, and it was the white chips with the worth $1 that I was struggling with. Right. That can be very tough, Ivory. You like, that can be very, very tough to not give yourself grace and like to put pressure on yourself and like to increase your stress and stuff. I understand. I know. And I hope that I think that, you know, not just for work, but in general, that's probably something that like it would be very helpful to kind of try to work on, perhaps, like, you know, giving yourself that grace and like not putting yourself, recognizing that, you know, some things do like require some time to sort of get familiar with. Like Stellar Blade, which is what I'd seen in the Beast of Reincarnation trailer that got me excited. It is absolutely a vibes game. It has faults, but I'm early, so I've not seen much, but it's fun. Not on a level of what I had with Stellar Blade, but I'm enjoying it and want to play it, and that's my line with games right now. So no, totally, Mom. I'm glad you're chasing that line. And I think vibes are huge. I think vibes can take, can do wonders for a game. There are games that I have played that like the gameplay itself might have been pretty mediocre, but the vibes really carried the game in a meaningful way. So I'm glad that you're chasing that, especially if that's what you're feeling there. And I hope that you continue to enjoy it, because like none of this is to say that the game is bad, because it's also just this thing where like where one of the things in the discourse I've seen is people being like, some of the textures, some of the fidelity of the graphics in Beast of Reincarnation leaves something to be desired, like, which is a problem we've had with Pokemon, where like the backgrounds and the trees and stuff, like there's something to be desired. Of like they're really failing to make these like high fidelity things. And I'm just of the opinion like that there are critiques that have been made about the Pokemon games that I absolutely agree with, and the critiques made of the Pokemon games that their graphical fidelity isn't high enough. I'm just like, I don't care if the trees in the background of a Pokemon battle don't look realistic enough. That's not what I want from I'm going to, like, if a tree in the background looks like shit, but but the Pokemon gameplay is fun, then I don't fucking care about the tree. So that's kind of a thing that I've seen, which is this like particular hang up people have, because there are a lot of people for whom like they're paying $80, $90, $100 for a game, and they want that game to, they expect that game to reach a certain graphical fidelity. And that's fine, but I just don't, I do not subscribe to the idea that that matters as much as some people feel it matters. I did have a kind of expectation with being great Game Freak anyway. I've seen what I've seen from them. As much as I was excited for the game, I did have a hesitance. I wasn't going in expecting something fantastic. I think that that's good, Mom. You had realistic expectations. Grasshopper Manufacturer makes okay games on average, but the vibes elevate them. All I want from a Pokemon game is it to run well and have an okay draw distance. Pokemon Legends ZA. You know? Some of the run well, okay draw distance issues have been hardware for sure. Like the Nintendo Switch just did not have the necessary hardware to meet those requirements with the ambition that game, like I know it's weird to say ambition, but because it's doing something that's not that ambitious in a industry-wide sense, but the ambitions of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet did not work with the hardware of the Nintendo Switch. Pokemon Legends ZA runs well, good draw distance, looks good, fun game. It's probably my favorite Pokemon game other than Pokemon Pokopia. So the hardware limitation exists. Pokemon Winds and Waves, which comes out for the Nintendo Switch 2 next year. I can't remember exactly when the like release window for those games was. Let me just quickly check here. They are set for release in 2027. That's right. They're set for release in 2027, and people seem to think that they are likely to come out in early 2027. But they do tend to come out in November, so it could also not be out until late 2020. Point is, I feel like those games are going to be a real indication of whether or not the team making the Pokemon games at Game Freak can work with that hardware to achieve something closer to the expectations they probably should have. And I have a little bit of faith in that because Pokemon Legends ZA was really, really good. And there have been so many big games. Like Nintendo is like, the Nintendo Switch 2 has proven its hardware capabilities to, you know, it's not running Cyberpunk 2077 at 40K, 60 frames per second. But what it is doing is showing that like the hardware has reached a level that matches some of the ambition of the games that Nintendo wants to be making for it. And it's not that they are higher fidelity, but it's that like it's in other ways that it like really shines through, I feel. But in funny news, as I was about to head upstairs to bed, my niece comes out of her room and looks directly at me and says, "Auntie, are you back from work?" And I was like, "Yes, baby, I'm back from work, going upstairs to sleep now." And she's like, "I bet you're tired from all that working." "Yes, small child, I am exhausted." But she's so sweet. That is very sweet. She's just like, "Were you working? I bet that's hard." Because it probably is. Let Game Freak make standard Pokemon, but let's give Monolith a shot at more action-focused ones. Ready? That would be so sick. But the thing is that, like, I don't know that Monolith wants to do that. You know, Monolith has got Xenoblade, and Nintendo wants Monolith to keep making Xenoblade. And Xenoblade Genesis, I'm so excited for. I'm really looking forward to that game. I love the Xenoblade games. So I think that they should keep, like, doing what they're doing because they're doing something cool, creative, and interesting over there. Right? But I do agree with you, and I hope that the success of Pokemon Pokopia really opens this up. I do think that Nintendo should like loosen their grip a little bit and let the Pokemon IP go out to other studios, other developers, right? And I think Pokemon Pokopia is such a strong case for letting them do that to expand what kind of games can be made with the IP. But as cool as a Monolith Pokemon game would be, I'm just like, I am still probably going to be more excited about Monolith making another Xenoblade game than I am going to be about Monolith making a Pokemon game. Not that I wouldn't be excited, but that just like, I would be like, oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to see what Monolith does with Pokemon. I kind of would just take another Xenoblade game from them though, you know what I mean? Like, Because I could also say the same thing about this, like the developers that do Fire Emblem. Like, I would love to see a Pokemon game made like a Fire Emblem game, but I also just like a Fire Emblem game. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of just want I want those franchises to have their niche and their space, and I think that Nintendo knows that, like in a lot of ways, right? Platinum Games makes a Ninja Gaiden style game where you are a scyther out to seek revenge for something. I don't know. The idea's half there, and it's not half bad. If Platinum Games made an action Pokemon game where you just played as one Pokemon, that would be cool too. But right, like I think there's rightfully so a kind of protectiveness about how the IP gets used and what kind of games like work for the IP. Like Nintendo has always historically been very good about that, about like working within like what is going to be the biggest strength for their various franchises. I mean, not with all of them equally, but you know, they've been generally pretty good about that. And yeah, I don't know that. I definitely think that it would be great to let some other studios have a crack at what Pokemon is. I'm certainly less interested, I think, now in my relationship to Pokemon. I'm less interested in them doing and less interested in them taking Pokemon into a bunch of other genres as I am in them like giving other developers the opportunity to sort of like take what Pokemon is and play it in new and interesting ways, like the way that Pokopia. Do you not think Scyther should be cutting people in half Revengeance style? Do you think it's bad for the IP? I think that perhaps it doesn't quite match with what the IP is, and I think if I'm the head of Pokemon, I don't think I'm just like, I'm always thinking, you know, to the end of the day, you're always thinking, adults love Pokemon, and a lot of adults have nostalgia for Pokemon, and we want adults to continue to come back to Pokemon, but they are ultimately, every Pokemon thing needs to be playable by a 4-year-old. You know what I mean? Fine, whatevs. We can disagree to disagree on this one, Riddy. We can agree to disagree on this one. Russ is against a Pokemon dating sim. I didn't say I was against. I'm just telling you realistically, if my job was, I would not greenlight a Pokemon dating sim. Because you don't need to greenlight a Pokemon dating sim. Nintendo already has a dating sim game. It's called Fire Emblem. You know? It already exists, my guy. Anyway, what else is there to talk about in the world of video game news? The next season of Marvel Rivals Season 9.5 starts next week, and we'll be introducing the Hood as a new playable character, villainous character, a character within the Marvel Universe that I'm pretty unfamiliar with. He's going to be a Vanguard, though. He does look cool. I'm looking forward to trying him. We all know about Vaporeon. What do you know? What do you know about Vaporeon? So we've got that. We've got the Hood coming out in Marvel Rivals, and as well as a bunch of other content coming out. I genuinely hope that Marvel Rivals wins at the Game Awards this year. Best like live service community team or whatever that one is that's gone to like, I hope they do that because they're doing so good. They're constantly putting out so much stuff, so much interesting fun content in the game, and like I just feel like they're supporting I feel like the support that they've been continuing to give to Marvel Rivals is just absolutely crushing it, and I continue to love playing the game. Even 9 seasons in, I'm still really into playing that central gameplay loop with the, you know, fresh life that they inject into it. They're also just absolutely diabolical that they announced a new lineup of summer swimsuit costumes being added to the game, including a swimsuit for Black Cat. And I'm just like, you absolute diabolical bastards. Like, You refuse to shake the Gooner game accusations, and you know what? It's working for you. It's working for you. And then in other gaming news, the deal for the Electronic Arts sale deal is now gone through. And hold on here, let me make sure that I quote this correctly. The purchase of EA Electronic Arts, which has been purchased by a consortium, but effectively what it is that EA has effectively been purchased and is now owned by a consortium. But it is a consortium that gives the Saudi Arabian government / the Saudi Arabian royal family a 93.4% ownership of Electronic Arts. And it is the biggest leveraged buyout in private equity history. Yeah, it is the biggest private equity buyout in not in the video game in history, in private equity history. A $55 billion takeover. And included an $8 million raise for EA's current CEO. Crazy. I'm not a fan of EA. I've never been a fan of EA. I don't generally buy and play EA games. I think probably the closest is the fact that EA remains publisher on a lot of Star Wars games. Oh, I know, Ivory, it's not fair. It's criminally unfair. It's criminal that they would do that. They were like, oh, we're gonna do a second round of swimsuit costumes. And I'm like, oh, you, and then I looked at it and I was like, you bastards. You're not sure EA is worth that? Riddy, the amount of money that EA pulls in on their sports games, hang on here. Hang on, let me get you some numbers here. Okay, frustratingly, these links don't take me to what I'm trying to get to. These links lie. These are links that say they take me to the fiscal year reports, but they aren't. Okay, here. So hey, here we go. Here's something that we want. So to give you an idea of what we're looking at here. So the EA sports games sell so well. So for example, EA Sports FC 2026 sold 9 million copies in its first week, 10 million copies sold by day 14, and 12 million by the end of the month. That is 1.4 times faster than EA Sports FC 25 sold the previous year. And that made that one sports game, EA Sport FC 26, by this point in the year, has made EA $8 billion off of that one game. And then there's an additional $4.4 billion that they made in extra content revenue. So like extra content you can purchase for the game. So that one sports game made $12.4 billion so far this year. And that is only one of the sports games that EA does. And that's just this year. So you start putting in that number, you start taking that number to all the other sports games they have, and that number go brrr, you know what I mean? So they purchased EA for $55 billion right now. But the long and that's with with the idea that there's going to be growth, which is such a big part of businesses. They're like, okay, you take that $12.4 billion from that one game, and you multiply that across 6 sports games, you've made your money back in a year. Oh, sure, Riddy. Oh, to me, same. To me, same. Can EA sell Dead Space before they sell themselves, please? They'll never let go of it, Riddy. They'll never let go of it. The creator of Dead Space has basically said that like the odds of ever getting another Dead Space game made are basically non-existent. Like that it just is not. They'll never let go of something that could potentially make money, but they'll also. He's just like the landscape of EA is such that they will just never. They just don't think that will make money, but they will never let it go. DICE is also a big part of that pie too, Riddy. Yeah, Battlefield for sure. Battlefield for sure is a huge part of that. Really, for a few minutes, we're somehow went from Pokemon to sports. We're just talking about the acquisition of EA by the Saudi Arabian, by a consortium that is effectively the Saudi Arabian government. And then there's also, fucking Kushner, Jared Kushner is also in here. Jared Kushner is now a minority stakeholder in EA with $2 billion invested in Saudi Arabia through his investment firm. He's the U.S. diplomatic envoy to the Middle East and all this bullshit. So he's also in there too. So EA is now owned by the Saudi Arabian royal family and Jared Kushner, which really just is a harsh blow to a lot of things. Now, I was looking this up, and because two of the games that I'm really, really interested in that are coming out this year that I want to pick up are Star Wars Zero Company and Star Wars Galactic Racer, because they both genuinely look so good. And part of why they look so good is that Star Wars property is no longer exclusively through EA. So Star Wars Zero Company is not made by EA, it's just published by EA. And I was just checking because I thought this might be true. Star Wars Galactic Racer, blessed be, is not published by EA. EA has no involvement in Star Wars Galactic Racer, which is amazing. That means that I don't have to not purchase Star Wars Galactic Racer when it comes out. Star Wars Zero Company is being published by Electronic Arts, but the vast majority of that work is as a publisher is already done prior to this purchase. So I still am going to get Zero Company because it's being published by EA, not developed by EA, which is maybe just me fooling myself into thinking that there's some kind of difference there. But I've also been watching like Jason Schreier talking about the role that a publisher plays in a game development and stuff and sales and stuff. And so I may be fooling myself, but I'm still going to get Zero Company. But generally speaking, EA is not a publisher or a developer that tends to make it into my rotation. I reckon Ubisoft is next. There's been rumors of them being sold for a while. Oh, fucks, please. X Criterion devs, get out of there. Save yourselves. Save yourselves. They'll try. They will certainly try. Is Ubisoft being sold? Now, Ubisoft, I don't know about being sold, but there are reports from last year about Tencent investing in Ubisoft. Tencent gave Ubisoft a $1.25 billion bailout. So Tencent is, yeah, it says Tencent isn't buying Ubisoft, but there have been, there is speculation around that because Ubisoft has gotten a cash influx from Tencent, but at present there is no confirmed reportage that confirms that Tencent is, or any investor is currently attempting to purchase Ubisoft. Yeah, they really are already. They really are. Yeah, they really are. There was a whole recent thing about, I don't know if I shared it in gaming news, but there was a whole recent report about how Tencent invested a huge amount of money in a company that was claiming that it was going to create a Grand Theft Auto competitor. And they put out all these videos that were like making very, very extremely ambitious statements about what this game was going to be. It was going to be like a cyberpunk setting game, and they kept saying it was going to be a game to challenge Grand Theft Auto, which is a absolutely absurd statement to make. Just given what the developer studio had as resources that didn't come anywhere near the resources that Rockstar has. Troy Baker was like the performance directing lead for the company and all this stuff. And I guess like relatively recently, that company took a build of their game to Tencent to show them what they've been working on, which they've been working on for years. Apparently they announced this game back at the Game Awards several years ago, this supposed Grand Theft Auto competitor. And they brought a build of the game to Tencent recently. And apparently what they showed Tencent was so below the expectations that they had been setting as salesmen. It was so below the expectations Tencent had, was like not good. Even like, you know, not even saying like, is it at Grand Theft Auto levels for potential popularity, but just like on its own was just kind of not that good. And apparently Tencent completely yanked all of their funding for this project because it was contingent on them meeting certain milestones, which they just had absolutely not met. And so this like big, supposedly Grand Theft Auto competitor just got everything yanked. And the whole thing was very strange because they put out a series of like developer diaries, that like promotional developer diaries, where they were talking about all this stuff that you were going to be able to do in the game and all the ways in which this game was going to be like revolutionary and like, you know, kind of redefine the genre and like take Grand Theft Auto to task and all this sort of stuff, but without any gameplay. Like they just talked about it. They didn't show anything. And it very much, to me at least, was giving Cyberpunk 2077 vibes, where CD Projekt Red spent so much time sales pitching Cyberpunk 2077 without actually showing anything, and then look what happened at launch. And so it just read as like the same thing, where like the sales department was working overtime to build hype, but there wasn't really a whole lot to show. And so, and that kind of was a red flag that I guess Tencent saw that red flag, and they saw what the studio actually had after all that hype, and then they were like, this ain't gonna fly, and they pulled all the funding. So I believe that that game is dead, but that a different game that same developer was working on is still alive and is still in development, and they're still planning on releasing it because it wasn't necessarily like contingent on that Tencent funding. Wow, imagine announcing a game with lies. It's just the ever-present tug of war, Riddy, right? Like it's the ever-present tug of war between like, because like games, like there is this degree to which you have to make a sales pitch for a game before you have the game in some ways, to, like if you're a publicly traded company, to get investment, to get money, to be able to kind of reach your lofty goals of the thing that you want to do. And so like there is like a practical reason why like you get games like teased with nothing so early, right? Like why you get like an Elder Scrolls 6 announced even though nothing's happened for literally years, or why you get like a game shown at the Game Awards that's just like a CGI trailer that like shows very little except the concept and drops a name, because you're trying to build like discourse, you're trying to build hype, you're trying to get investment, you're trying to get, you know, like you're trying to increase the amount of money that's coming in through all those opportunities in order to fund the game that you want to make. And so like if every studio just like waited until they actually had a game to start showcasing the game, they would be starting from way behind. But then you get this problem where, yeah, like you get people whose job it is to be salesmen who like make sales pitches or who like work to like hype the game up or like sell it to people as much as they can. And then that doesn't necessarily, like, it doesn't reflect anything yet because you don't have a game yet. But you can't wait until you have a game to start selling the game because you won't have the money you need to make the game. So you need to sell the game before you make it to, you know what I mean? Like it's really, and it can lead to a lot of big disasters. Like it can lead to really disastrous circumstances where people like they sell this game and they get the money, but then they can't deliver on what it is that they have decided to make. And then like those investments get pulled, they get, you know, it doesn't do as well. It causes mass layoffs. It causes people to pull their investments. It causes, you know, all of these problems. And so it's extremely difficult. I think games that are able to build hype and start the sales pitch process with gameplay, with a game, are incredibly privileged games. Like they're in positions incredibly privileged to do that because it means that they're sitting on a lot of capital from previous sales, from previous games that enables them to do that. So something like, for example, the Sony State of Play over the summer, dropping the full like 30 minutes of gameplay for the upcoming God of War Lao Fei. That is so unusual to be able to like announce a game simultaneously with showing that game, right? But it's because Santa Monica Studios and the God of War franchise is sitting on a huge amount of money, so they can do that. They can show you what you're going to get as they start building hype and sales and investment and stuff, because they don't need to build that stuff in advance. But if you're a newer studio, you're a smaller studio, or you're working with a new IP or whatever the case might be, like you have to start the ball rolling before you even have, like, depending, like it depends on when you start that process. Hopefully you've done pre-production. Hopefully you know what you want to do. Hopefully you know what your team is capable of doing. But like you still have to start that ball rolling before you have anything to show people, which is crazy. Koodles, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. I am just yapping about video games. You know how it is. Talking about the complicated nature of like where the sales pitch part of video games often like creates moments of tension and can produce like problems or complications or even disastrous outcomes if you oversell and underdeliver, right? Whereas like obviously one would assume the better strategy is to underpromise, overdeliver, you know? But you have to you still have to promise enough that you get investment. So you can't dramatically underpromise, because that's not how unfortunately the industry works. Did no one learn from Killzone 2? 99% of the games announced with CGI trailers mean nothing to me. It tells me nothing. The most I take away from a CGI trailer, Riddy, and you're right, it absolutely is an Ouroboros. The most I will take away from a CGI trailer for a game is vibes, is the pitch of what they want the game to feel like, right? That doesn't mean anything about the game that you're going to actually get. It means essentially nothing. But I will take in a CGI trailer and be like, okay, what's the vibe? What is this game? What do they want me to feel like this game is going to feel like? And am I interested in what that feels like? And that's all I give a CGI trailer. A title card drop is my least favorite because it means categorically nothing, except that that is a property or an IP that has enough power that they can just say its name. And then I'm just like, okay, I am obviously excited if I like that game franchise. I'm excited for a new game in that entry. But this is the purest of investment capital grabbing. To just be like, this is a big name, buy stocks, you know? Like, that's what it is. And I hate that as a person who genuinely enjoys playing video games and genuinely enjoys those franchises. Woo! I hope you have all enjoyed this rant that I've just been on. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you found that interesting. I hope that you found some of that compelling. I hope that it's making you think about games in a different way. Some games get the pass for me. Ocarina Remake told me nothing, but I already know it's my game of the year. I'm cautious, Ready. I really want Ocarina to be good, and I also want it to come out this year, but I'm cautious for sure. It sounds like some game got defunded. Kudos, you are correct. That whole rant I just went on was started by the fact that I was talking about a video game that was overhyping something in order to get a lot of investment from Tencent, and then Tencent pulled the money when what they produced was lackluster. Folks, we're about to hit an ad break. 3 minutes of break. It's gonna be a movement break. I invite you to get up, walk around. If you've been sitting down, I am going to be doing that right now. I'm gonna be standing up. I'm gonna be walking around. I'm gonna be getting the blood flowing through my body. A sedentary lifestyle is deeply unhealthy for human beings. Our bodies are not designed to be seated and unmoving for long periods of time. And it turns out that studies have shown, the research has shown, that even just getting up and walking around for a few minutes every hour, so let's not even say a lot, let's just say like we're doing right here with this 3-minute ad break, just like 3 minutes getting up and walking around can have a huge health benefit, or they can have a huge effect on counteracting the negative effects that can come from long periods of being seated and a sedentary lifestyle. So it can really help with things like high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, diabetes. It won't cure those things, but it like has shown in studies to be extremely beneficial to reducing your risk of developing those kinds of issues as a result of sedentary lifestyle. And what studies have also shown is that while obviously like getting like 30 minutes of exercise a day, even if you just go for a 30-minute walk every day, can have profoundly impactful health benefits. The big thing is that it doesn't really work where you go and you do a 30-minute walk at the beginning of the day, and then because you did that, divide it out, you can sit for 8 hours. That's not really how it works. Our bodies need to be sort of constantly like counteracting the effects of sedentary lifestyle, which is why doing even just like a little bit of movement every hour has markedly more successful impact on reducing health risks than sitting for 8 hours and then going for a 30-minute walk. It's not like you can really like undo the effect of those 8 hours of sedentary of not moving simply just by going and walking for 30 minutes after you. It doesn't really work that way. But it can be tricky, right? Like obviously it's tricky to like every hour get up and walk around for a bit, but we have it built into the stream. 3 minutes of ad breaks, the perfect opportunity for you to get up and do a little walking. And this should be complementary to getting those 30 minutes of exercise every day. The music just cut off, so it's possible that the music cut off for me, so it's entirely possible you didn't hear that last bit, but that's also you don't have to listen to me. Maybe health concerns are not your concern. Maybe you're not worried about this. Maybe you do other things. Maybe you have a standing desk. Maybe you have a little like bike pedal underneath your chair that allows you to do a little bit of exercising while you're seated. Whatever you're doing, I'm just sharing something that's come to my attention and that has, in conjunction with conversations I've had with my doctor, just something I want to try to focus on and to do more myself. I hope that you're inspired to do so as well if that is something that you require. Okay. But now, right now, what it's time for is it's time for Final Fantasy IX. We're going to stop this music. I hope you've enjoyed this selection of tracks from Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I like the music very, very much. I'm looking forward to this game so much. But let's get into Final Fantasy IX, y'all. So with Final Fantasy IX today, the big goal I have for today's stream is to level grind so that I can get Dagger, Aiko, Freya, and Amarant up to the mid to late 30s, which is about 10 levels from where they are right now, because they really didn't get very much experience points for that huge stretch there for a while where we were separated. And the strategy I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using the strategy of constantly encountering grand dragons here in this specific area, and then using Quina's death level 5 spell to instant kill those dragons and get a ton of XP. That, you think that's, yeah, Mom, even though Mama loves Zelda Ocarina of Time, Mama is not that confident. I'm also going to try to do the quiz dude, Mama. Yes, thank you. I'm also going to be trying to do the quiz dude today to get all the quiz answers. Those are our 2 goals for today. Is to level up our stragglers here, and then also do the quiz dude. So if you have the answers on standby, Mama, that'd be huge. Okay, so this is already going very, very quickly. Still learning stuff there. We're also getting AP while that is correct, Mama. You did see that correctly. Holly is audio-less today, and so when I get to those quiz questions, if you could have the answers up and ready, that would be a huge help. Crazy that this area that you can accidentally get to can just has endless. Oops. Well, it's fine. Has endless incarnations of this supremely powerful. Oops. I pressed the button that accidentally engaged auto battle, and I hope that that's not still on when we come into the next fight. My headphones keep flickering audio. Let's restore Zidane's health just in case. Ability, dagger. Oh no, I gotta use Aiko. Aiko, Yura. Hopefully this won't take long. I'm hoping that we can kind of do this grinding that I want to do pretty effectively here in the first hour of the stream, and then we can get on to moving forward with more stuff. Okay, how do I turn? Okay, I was like, how do I? No! So it turns out the right trigger starts auto battle, and it will retain that into the next fight. $8,000 XP is so much. Okay, item, antidote on Aiko. It's going great. It's going smoothly. Cornelius Wintersnow, welcome to the stream. I hope you are having yourself a fantastic... Dang, Dagger's not going to get any experience points here. Fantastic Wednesday. How is settling into the new place? Is everything going well? Are you doing good? You're wearing your 10-gallon hat as we speak. What does that mean? I know this expression, but what does that actually mean? Sorry, this is me just like... It's an iconic symbol of Western Americana, despite the name being a misnomer. Oh, I see. It's just referring to that particular kind of hat. All right, you're wearing your 10-gallon hat as you speak. Well, that sounds like you're settling in pretty nicely then. Okay, let's use a Phoenix down on Dagger, and then we'll have Aiko. Whoops, not Quina. Have Aiko. Oh my god, it's suddenly gotten so fucking hot. It's a popular Texan hat style. I see, you're assimilating into the culture. Well, that's very exciting. I hope everything's going smoothly with getting set up. Has semesters there start earlier than they do here? Has your wife started her program yet, or is that still a little ways down the road? You're super delayed? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Is the Texan internet not as good as the Arizona? Okay, this is going really well. Let's just take a look here at our equipment. Okay, going very well. You learned Healer, but it's still learning Bahamut. Learned ability up, but it's still learning Guardian Mog. Okay, let's equip some abilities, shall we? Okay, what do we want here? With 3 points. Let's just put on Mug. And then what does Healer do? Restores target's HP. Okay, so it's just an ability. He already has healing abilities. So instead, why don't we put on Jelly so she can't get petrified. Add ability up so we start gaining more abilities, and then we can equip Mog protects with unseen force, ability up, Insomniac Jelly. I'm gonna put ability up on. Yeah, doing well. In the middle of unpacking, things did not go very smoothly as I described in Discord. Oh yes, I know. I went very unsmoothly, but I'm glad everything's safe. She starts in 2 weeks. That's what I thought. I was like, I feel like mid-ish August is when semesters start for you guys. Wi-Fi's fine, but you think being on mobile slows you down. Okay, okay. What game are you most excited to play on the schedule coming up? That is a great question, Cornelius. Let me bring that schedule up and let me tell you. So, upcoming on the schedule, we have Viewfinder, Sonic Frontiers, Dredge, Unavowed, East 9, The Big Con, Fallout 2, Case of Cud, and The Silent Age. I am most looking forward to playing Dredge. I am very excited to play Dredge. I'm still not fully unpacked or sorted, and we've been here for nearly a year now. Sometimes it just isn't your priority, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes stuff just stays. I'm sure that's gonna happen to Megan and I when we, well, actually, no, Megan would be more stressed by us being still packed than us being unpacked. So I actually think that we'll be pretty good about that. But yeah, no, I've left it up intentionally. But Dredge is the one that I'm most looking forward to. And then probably after Dredge, I mean, it's not on here, but I'm planning on playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake on stream once it comes out. So that's a big one. But yeah, I would say the biggest one is Dredge, and then the next biggest one is actually not on there. But I'm really looking forward to playing Dredge. Which one way or another I'm going to be playing in October, whether I have to do a little massaging of the schedule or not. You would also say, Dredge, you're more excited for me to play Dredge than for me to play East 9? I think it'll be a great stream game to Cornelius, and I just think it'll be generally such a fun game to play. I'm so interested in playing it. Oh my God, we are absolutely crushing it. Okay, so we need to use an ether to get Quina back up so we can do. I believe it is. Yes, Cornelius. If I'm not mistaken, Dredge is your game. You suggested before we cut the schedule down to size, you suggested a bunch of indie games that I really wanted/still want to play. You also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, suggested Cocoon, which is a game that I really want to play. Whether I play that offline or on stream it's not currently on the syllabus, but I am actually unpacked. I just used some unimportant things in the boxes and bags that we brought them in still. A lot of my issues have been money. I don't have any, and there's things we need to buy. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do it. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. If The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time comes out when I think it does, which is November, we're probably going to play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time pretty shortly after Dredge, which means that we will probably play it before we play Unavowed. I obviously, well, yeah, you can, two things can be true. You can really want me to play East 9 and also be looking forward to Dredge. Cocoon is super fun. It would be a one-stream game. It tickles the brain. Okay, so not super long. Okay. If it does end up being a stream game, it'll be a quick one. Okay, let's take a quick look at our equipment for a second. How are we doing here? We still don't know Bahamut. We still don't know Millionaire. Millie. We know Guardian Mog, but we don't know Medine or Isuna. We have learned Haste, which is a huge spell to learn. And we're still learning Restore HP from the Promised Ring. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Dredge. I just think it's going to be so up my alley in terms of enjoyment. And I've wanted to play it for a while, and I think it'll just make for a really good October spooky month game, which I actually won't be streaming on Halloween in October, so we'll have to start Dredge pretty early in October, so I'm gonna have to really keep an eye on progressing. I think probably we'll be able to play and beat Viewfinder. I don't know if I'll be able to beat Sonic Frontiers before I switch to Dredge, because for Halloween I'm going to be in Germany visiting Megan, so I won't be streaming on Halloween because I won't be anywhere near my PC. I will be on literally a different continent. I know the days of suggesting games has passed us in the way it used to be, but Lorelei and the Laser Eye would be such a good stream game too. Absolutely not. No, Sonic Frontiers is too big, right? Like, there's no way. You would say Dredge after Viewfinder. That's probably exactly what I'm going to do, Moa. I believe Cornelius suggested Lorelei and the Laser Eye. Or sorry, Dutson suggested Lorelei and the Laser Eye, Cornelius. And I am interested. The thing too is going to be, you're right. The way of suggesting games of the past is gone, but people suggesting games for me to play and people choosing what games I'm playing on my stream schedule is going to continue to remain a core part of how I do this. So I have ways that people will be able to continue to suggest games, and all of the games that I play will still be decided by people's choice. but it will just be in a different way. Lorelei is not currently on the schedule, no. Dutson kept Avowed or Unavowed, and I can't remember what the name of the other game Dutson chose was. Let's take a look. Yeah, Dutson kept Unavowed, and then the other game Dutson kept was Front Mission 3. Oh, so much better, yes. But I still want the games that ultimately are on the schedule to be games that you guys choose. It's just that the process of doing that will be slightly different, and the games that you will be choosing from will be slightly different. I'm moving closer to something that I guess looks a little bit more like what Leandra does. Because Leandra does a vote based on a selection of games, and I believe at least one of those games is chosen from her community in a certain capacity. But it's going to look a lot more like that, where there will be a vote based on a small selection of games. Some of those games suggested, some of those games, all of those games suggested, but some of those games suggested by you guys. Sending a message unimportant. Okay. All right. I think we just got the restore HP ability for Zidane. Let's go to Zidane. We want to equip, where is it? Restore HP. Restores HP automatically when near death, which seems huge. Okay. What are we going to take off to do that? Auto life is huge. Let's take off clear-headed and mugged. We're gonna do Guardian Hog. What do you mean? I want to see Minesweeper X Solitaire Super Grind Adventure. Cal, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. I was very excited to hear that you enjoyed Castlevania Symphony of the Night so much, because that's a game that I want to play at some point and have not yet played. I was lurking, but I wasn't able to watch because I didn't want spoilers for my own playthrough. But sounded like you had a really good time with it, and I'm glad you did. But, you know, Minesweeper X Solitaire Super Grind, I believe Cornelius was literally, yeah, I was going to say, Cornelius is the one who literally wanted me to play Minesweeper. It's always the butt end of my, oh man, what about this game? Oh man, what about Minesweeper? It just truly would have been a challenge to make a full 4-hour stream, I think, out of Minesweeper. Not that I couldn't have done it, you know? Not that I couldn't have done it. Okay. Quinn is losing health as Quinn does this. What happens if Quinn dies before the animation ends? Does the animation get interrupted? Does the attack get interrupted? Because that would suck. You don't play the game for 4 hours, so you would have been good. You're right. It would have been really hard to get 3 hours worth of stuff. Okay, what we're gonna do now is, I believe we have to antidote. Oh no, that doesn't exist. We need to camp. We're gonna save. And and then we're going to our equipment. So, the Promised Ring, we got restored HP. What else can Zidane learn? Nothing else. So let's boost his. Everything lowers his stats slightly. What can we do that doesn't lower his strength at all? Okay, the black belt doesn't lower his strength. We'll put that on. Several of these are better. Ooh, that really brings down magical defense. Holy shit. No, we'll leave that on. Okay. So close to having Bahamut, so close to having Millionaire, still working over. Okay. Castlevania surprised me so much. I knew it was good. I didn't know it was that good. It ruled. Now, yes, like you were saying, you knew it was good because I also knew it was good. No, it's good. Haven't played it yet. But Cal, would you... I don't want... How do I phrase this question, I guess? My biggest concern with older games, as I've said millions of times, is my concern always lies with the... I can sometimes struggle with a game feeling outdated. Did you don't have this struggle. I know this. I know that you have all the nostalgia and the sort of like muscle memory, but you're not thrown off the way that I am by games feeling slightly outdated. How did you find the game like played in that respect? That's what I'm most curious about. Okay, we finished with the fairy flute, which means we can now start doing... well, we might as well learn Mini, because that feels like something to learn. Winna got Millionaire. And so can now learn... Well, I guess we should use Absorb MP, is what Winna gets from the Promised Ring. Let's work on getting Leviathan. I played it 3 times over the course of 4 weeks, and I only felt like I didn't know what I was doing like 2 to 3 times. Okay. You felt like very directed in terms of game design. You felt very sure of what you were doing, and you didn't find the controls hampering. Bye, Aiko. Well, we've gotten them up into the 40s, so we've already gotten them past what I was aiming for, but now I'm kind of just like trying to AP grind, I guess. But I think we'll swap. So we'll get back on the ship. And we'll go to the guy. Applying simple logic of like, I haven't been there yet, I should go there. A lot of problems were solved by going to places I hadn't seen yet. Classic Metroidvania. Love that. All right, let's bring Freya and Amarant in so we can start leveling them. We'll also look at our equipment. Make sure that we're wearing... And what about Amarant? Oh yeah, he's really not learned anything, huh? He's really not learned anything. I was pretty thorough as well, which was cool. I had X1 of the X MacGuffins for health upgrades by the end, which was X -1 of the X MacGuffins for health upgrades by the end, which was gratifying. Oh, very cool. So even just like being naturally thorough without a guide, you kind of naturally stumbled upon all of that stuff. That's cool. Yeah, I think Castlevania Symphony of the Night is something that I will probably put into potentially beyond the schedule for a stream game at some point, because I think that would be something that I would really enjoy playing on stream. I felt like we kind of just disassembled the game. I had definitely played harder games that taught me lessons that helped me destroy it. Right, yeah, just like modern gaming sensibilities, like, were made you very familiar with things that for that time would have been like, oh. Okay, I think Amarant just got 2 levels in that one fight, which is sick. And now that I'm on the other side of it, I can draw a lot of, oh, they got this from Castlevania inspiration. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that did a lot of damage, and that's very bad. Go before the dragon, please. That better be targeting one person. Okay, good. Oh, I got this, which is kind of backwards, but cool. Yeah, true. Like that you're able to, yeah, reverse engineer where inspiration comes from. Okay, all right, that was spooky. We almost kind of fell apart there, folks. But we're going to just take a quick sec. I'm realizing I don't have any healers in the party at the moment. I shouldn't have done both healers at the same time for this. So I think what we'll do, I'll just have to often step back inside of the ship. And I'm gonna swap Quina out for Aiko. And then use Aiko's healing. And then switch Amarant out for Quina for a second. So that I can once again Aiko heal. And we'll just have to be careful. Dang. I've gotten 8 levels in the last 30 minutes on Zidane, who was already level 38 and is now 46. He's not even the guy I was trying to focus on. Oh, but it does not feel good that that's happening, let me tell you. Okay, I'm just gonna do it so that we get her back with the Phoenix down, so she gets the experience points. The fact that the dragon goes right away and just kills someone instantly is kind of the worst part about this. And really highlights how underleveled Freya and Amarant are. They're leveling up fast. Freya, equip. What did you just learn? Auto float from the Venetian shield. Still working on counter. Stone killer. Okay. Mina the Hollower has a lot of like the literal weapons, but a lot of throwing you far to one side of the map to unlock a thing that needs to be used on the opposite side, and you are meant to explore and discover around those areas to strengthen yourself. Yeah, I was gonna say the weapons that you get in Mina the Hollower are so Castlevania coded. Including her main weapon being a whip. Symphony of the Night might not be the first example, but heavy inspo and reinforcement of the Vania. Metroidvania. Oops, I forgot to... Oops. That's such... He gets to go again before Quina goes? Fuck you. Turn order in this game is terrible. Not being able to tell when people are gonna act because of the like slightly real time. I know that I could change it in the settings, but I'm not gonna. I do still want the authentic experience. I just want to complain about it. Okay. Oh, it's so many high potions to heal him, though. I'm just gonna swap in Aiko. Oops. Also, swapping dagger. I've used a lot of Aiko's MP. Gosh, Dagger having more health than Amarant is crazy. Oops. I was like, I'm ready for phase 2, but it turned... Oh, wait. It was neat to have XP too, to feel incremental strength, but I did end up just mopping some enemies when I was expecting more of a fight. Some weirdly balancy moments. I was like, I'm ready for phase 2, but it turns out phase 1 was just a huge bitch, and that was it. Right, so this is kind of before you would have that thing like, oh, the boss ain't over yet. Fooled ya. Okay, just in case this kills someone. Nope. Learned antibody. I don't know that we need Flea Gill really badly, or either of these abilities, but we may as well learn them. So let's get Leather Wrist on. We may as well learn it. After this, I'm also going to have tons of money from doing all this, which is great, because I'm going to need to go rebuy so many high potions. Oh shit, that's not good. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, lesson learned. Oh, I also just fully didn't... I never should have gotten into that fight. I'm so dumb. First of all, because I did not restore Quina's MP at all. So I couldn't have used death, and I also need to have Quina have antibody on. Yeah, antibody is more important than. Honestly, I'm gonna take counter off and put antibody on. I made the old RPG mistake of thinking I had so much money in Beasts of Reincarnation. I thought I was so rich, and it all went very quickly. I know, they always, because the numbers are so big, you're just like, this has got to be a lot. But then you're like, whoops, I guess not. Can you buy elixirs in this game? Or is an elixir an item that you only get from the world? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna tent because I know I can buy tents. Are you enjoying? It looks like I had a rough reception, but I saw an article from the devs saying they were going to hop on it very quickly. Mama was saying earlier that it is okay, but she's very early. Never forget, folks, Soft Sud Soapery makes small artisanal soaps that smell and taste great. Damn, that is a cannon from so long ago. That is from before most of the people here. Yummy. But way back, there was someone who used to come into the stream. Oh,
We know each other.
we ran a small company called Soft Soaperies, and we used to jokingly do ad reads for them, but we would say that they tasted good, and they were like, no, don't say that. Scorpion, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. How are you doing, Scorp? I hope you're having yourself a great day. Thank you so much for raiding in, folks. Follow, you know what's up. Scorp, you're playing a game called Bistro. Is that a play on bistro, like a restaurant, but it's with monsters? Great Pumpkin Spice, welcome in as well. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go ahead here and press this, and then press this. So a clear lead can be established by Scorpionaut in the raid leaderboard with 2 raids for the month of August, putting Scorp in the lead. Yes, it is Bistro, same thing. Now, what do you do in that game, Scorp? Tell me about it. Tell me about this Bistro game. You've caught us in the middle of a grinding hour. I have given myself approximately 1 hour to grind levels here. Oops, I forgot to resurrect Amarant, which means that Amarant's not gonna get any XP here. And if this kills Quina, okay, we're in trouble. You might be about to watch me wipe. Okay. Fuck you, you jerk. Fuck you, you jerk dragon. You grind those levels, give them something that they never knew they needed. This dragon, these endless dragons, they never knew, but they wanted this. Easy win, Darren. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it was never in doubt. There was never any concern. And anyone who felt that way just doesn't trust me. And well, that's I guess I have to earn that trust back. This is what I'd said earlier. Like Stellar Blade, which is what I'd seen in the Beast of Reincarnation that got me excited. It is obviously a vibes game. It has faults, but I'm early, so I've not seen much of it. But it's fun. Not on a level of what I had with Stellar Blade, but I'm enjoying it and want to play it, and that's my line with games right now. Scorp says that Bistro is a cozy deck building game with roguelike elements. Another roguelike game. However, it plays at a speed similar to Stardew Valley. Okay, so if you like a slow-paced game with plenty of collecting to do, you'll enjoy Bistro and all its cooking and food-related puns. That's very fun. Wait, who trusts you to lose? Do we need to fight a person? I don't know. I think I've given plenty of reasons for people to expect or anticipate a moment of hilarious failure. Every streamer out there has had a moment of hilarious failure. It's par for the course. Wow, Amarant has so little health. Who's getting thunderstruck here? It's Zidane. Okay. You did rage quit a stream once. It happens to us all. I've never rage quit a stream, but I've definitely raged because of incredible failure. I don't need a streamer to be a failure. I don't need to be a streamer to be a failure. I can do that solo. It's just part of life, guys. It's part of life. You can't outrun it. You'll never avoid it. Yeah, I don't think there's a thing Zidane is trying to learn, though. But hold on, we got that. So now we can learn healer. Oh, that's interesting. Sapphire High Tide. Alert, auto float, locomotion healer counter. Okay, this feels like we can do more. So let's put the anklet on. Interesting, Amarant can learn heal. Heavy lance. Shield. Okay. Gold armor is almost there. We get this. Anything we can get here. Emerald can give us plus 10% MP. I don't know how important that actually is for Freya. Lapis Lazuli gives us ability up and accuracy up. Temp. Auto potion. Okay, so let's do this one. Quinn is still working on that promised ring. I've only ever made calculated surrenders. Okay, I love the idea of calculated surrender. I love that. That's like how I used to say that I wasn't spoiling things for myself. I wasn't lowering the difficulty. I was arming myself with knowledge. Sublime Deity, welcome to the stream. I hope you are having yourself, I hope you are having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. Great to see you. It was a Lies of P game, but I didn't get past the first mini boss and said screw this and went back to the Sims. If it's not vibin', it's not vibin', and that is a experience that you are not the only person currently here who has had. That didn't really make sense the way that I said that. Other people have had a very similar experience to what you are describing, Pumpkin. It's not cheating if the information is available to be found online. Well, I don't know if I don't know how strongly I would agree with that statement, just because I'm thinking of, for example, the information for all of the stuff in Outer Wilds can be found online, and I would very much say that if you looked up stuff for Outer Wilds online, that you would be cheating for sure. But I see your point. I don't stream anyway and wouldn't, but if, that's why I could never do Souls, because you would rage. Fair. In your opinion, everyone is welcome to add theirs video. Does Black Myth Wukong count as a Souls-like? I have not yet played Black Myth Wukong. I do want to. Cal has, and if Cal is still here, he can give his opinion on it. I don't think it is. I would personally, based on what I've seen and what other people have said, it's such a jerk move to hit Quina with the Thundaga right away. These dragons are jerks. I think that Wukong is much closer to just an action game that is challenging than to a Souls-like game. Speaking of Liza P, the moment I got to rabbits, I could not have streamed that. I was not a good, nice person, would not have been a good vibe. I legit cried. It was not a good time. And see, that's the thing. If you, yeah, you gotta know your strength. You gotta know your capacities. You gotta know your strengths. You gotta know your limitations. It's okay to know those things. When I found out Liza P was a Dark Souls game, it confirmed that Dark Souls games are not for me, and I accept that. And hey, that's okay. You don't have to. Not every game is for everybody. It's beautiful. 10 out of 10. You've enjoyed it, Scorp? It is not a Souls-like. It looks like it can be one, but gameplay mechanics, it's not. Yeah, I feel like Cal was... I felt like I was echoing Cal's opinion, as I understand it, which is very strongly that Black Myth Wukong is not a Souls-like. Amarant is such a weak little bitch. Amarant's not even worth leveling up. Dying all the damn time, to the point that Freya is now almost 10 levels ahead of Amarant, even though they were at the same level when I started, because Amarant is so weak. I said it.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
That is a great idea, Oolong. Thank you. Okay, let's keep Aiko in the team. No. No, because I still want the AP stuff for... Okay, once we run out of high potions, though, we are gonna hightail it to a town to get healed. Lowers enemies' physical attack accuracy. Okay, I love that. Hold on. Okay, just a few more. We gotta get Amarant up, so let's just do a few more. Closing in on the end of this grinding hour. Feel good about what I've done. Wait. I just want to make sure Quentin had plenty of... Perhaps what we'll do next is try to get the, next we'll try to get the trivia questions in the forest done. Oh, for fuck's sake. Amarant's the one who needs to level up, and even with 2,000 hit points, he gets one shot by this dragon's weakest attacks. Amarant is such a waste of space. Oh my goodness. Okay, sounds good. Okay, we got the promise ring done, so. What else is there? There's really just the healer ability, huh? Turn it on to learn heal. See, like, Freya can survive. What did Amarant just... Fair change from his poison knuckles. I don't even know what that does. We should maybe if we equip something that gave him more than 12 evade, 22 evade seems pretty good. But I don't even care if he learns that. Let's do this. Maybe not get hit as often. I know Freya's low health, but wait. Can Quina use the ability Healer? Out of combat? No. Cannot use the ability Healer out of combat. Alright. If Amarant is slapped down in this next fight, we're gonna go no. Content. We content. Is this hitting everyone? It's gonna kill Quina. Fuck me! Fuck these fucking dragons. There are multiple discs for this game, although I'm playing on Steam, so I don't ever do any of them. Like, I don't ever have to change discs or anything. But that is true. It is a multiple discs game. This doesn't heal them because they're dead. I'm gonna be annoyed. Yeah, I forgot that they don't heal when they're dead. It's not the first game that I've ever played that has multiple discs. I've never actually, I think I had like one game on the GameCube when I had a GameCube that was multiple discs where you actually had to change them. I have no idea which disc we are currently on though, Scorp. You think you still have the discs, Darren? I don't know if we're on disc 3 at this point. We might be on disc 3 at this point. I would have to look something up, and I don't really want to look up anything lest I... Oh, that looks like... Oh, cool. It looks like both Freya and Quina are killable with a Sandaga that hits everyone. Cool. What is the fucking point? I'm sorry. I'm so pissed because of how... I'm just like... This is giving me a really bad impression of Amarant and Freya, and the whole reason I'm doing this is to level them up. But they are so weak that this dragon can one-shot them. And they're not getting anything, it's just wasting my time. How did multiple discs work? I'm only for linear games. I'm a zoomer. Crucify me if needed. So I don't know that they. I mean, if they had multiplayer stuff, you would, or if you mean like open, you really wouldn't have an open world game. I mean, like this is an open world technically right now, but the way that it would work is that you would just hit certain milestones, and it would tell you to swap discs, and from your saved data, it would like carry all your stuff into the new disc, which would just have more of the content. You could, Cornelius. You could go. I can go to every location from the first 2 discs, but like those locations would just be whatever's there would be dependent on what's happened so far in the game. You know what I mean? Oops, I didn't mean to summon him again. If I had to change discs for Spyro, I would have never gotten into gaming. I got confused trying to properly rewind a VCR. All right, folks. We're 1 minute from an ad break, so I'm not going to start another fight here. I'm going to go to the BRB screen, which is going to come up here and show you clips from previous streams where I was a success, a failure, at the very least, I hope, entertaining. And I'm going to go get myself some food. Get myself a snack. I hopefully won't take too long. I'm going to try to be quick about it. Just get myself a little something to eat for some energy for the remainder of stream, and then I'll come back and we will resume things. I'm still going to do a little bit of grinding because I'm getting thrown off of my grinding goals by the fact that Amarant is awful. So weak. The worst party member. And maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm judging him entirely based on his inability to survive attacks from a really strong dragon creature, but it feels true. Anyway, enjoy these clips. I'll be back soon. I hope this works.
The tension is high.
My heart is pounding. This is not a Unalesca moment, but it is not a moment. You know what I mean?
Man, turn-based RPGs are pretty good, but I don't think they make those anymore.
Fuck, I love a turn-based RPG. Why is Dragon Quest the only turn-based RPG in existence? Now.
And of course, Persona.
Oh yes, Persona absolutely crushing the game.
Come on. Energy vomit all over.
Kill.
Woo! Good job.
You are watching a master at work.
Oh my god, that final pose.
Eat my ass, Dad. I guess not. Oh, that's cute. He's like, hey, stop it. Dance, you cloud fool. No, don't make me. I don't like dancing. Oh! I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed me making this cloud dance for my entertainment. Dance, you big no-toed fool. Cotton Eye Giant. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? What does he have to say for himself? I can see you, don't worry.
Here, I thought they might have a chance, that the pieces of their dreams could make them whole again. Imagine my surprise when I realized dreams take bodily form in this world. It struck me, by linking their dream pieces back together, maybe I could make them exist again. Maybe I could give them another chance.
It can't be that simple.
Oh yeah, it can't be that simple.
Well,
Everything you
I
just said
think
was so simple.
By ourselves, we're no one.
They might show more
You know
about
what they
Resident Evil
always
4
say.
remake.
Sometimes memories just need a little help getting out.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Yet another moment where a
Little
character in
help.
Kingdom Hearts says a
I know.
thing where they're like,
maybe Neku can
you know what
jog
they
your memory.
say, and it's a thing
Come
that
on,
it sounds
Ryan,
like
let's
no
go fight
human
it.
has ever said. Like,
That's my favorite. That I actually think that's amazing. I love when he's like, you know what they say, 3 ducks and you're all out of coins. It's like, it's complete nonsense, and I love that. I love that idea of you're like, this thing that everyone knows, something no human being has ever said. And you know those 3 knobbed massagers? What if you could do that with your 3 butt cheeks? Like, make them rotate? So what you're saying, Koodles, is triple butt cheeks go brrrr. So stupid. You know what, Pirate? You've convinced me. Most people don't realize it. Most people don't know day to day as they go about the grind, as they go about working, as they go about trying to make ends meet, trying to pay their bills, pay their rent, get food on their table, sleep. They forget that this is what we're all actually striving towards. We're all actually just trying to be a drunk man in a sombrero straw hat, passed out on the beach surrounded by 3 pigs. That's the only dream. That's the only dream I still believe in. All right, we are at 4:05, so I am afraid that I will not be able to give this to Hunter of Souls. We are moving on, and we are spinning again. Listen, you can gag me. You can point out that, yes, in fact, there is a PhD at the end of my gamer tag on PS5. But here's the thing, guys. You can say all these things. You can make me shove socks in my mouth again on stream. But let me tell you right here, right now. No matter how many times you do it, it won't change the fact that I love you. I love you. And I'm going to do what's right for you with my penis. Well, no. I see what you've done here. I see what you've done here. All right, I'm gonna do, I guess, push-ups? With my penis. No, my God. How? How did you do, how? That's not physically possible. Cornelius. Holy shit. So, if I'm understanding what, like, the games have, like, revealed over time, does Sora currently have the mark, like the recusant sigil on his ass?
See, apparently yes, but
yeah.
But as you brought up before, I'm led to believe that recusant sigil on his Dream Drop Distance outfit must have been special in the sense that they put it there. I don't know, right?
They put it there somehow at the moment that they like intervened in their like mastery exam.
Yeah.
Right. So he doesn't like that is not like Organization 13 is not currently tracking that ass.
No, apparently.
Okay.
Heed my words.
She's not even holding a sword by its pommel.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola.
It's like a broken sword. Or no, it's attached to her arm. I see.
And I have never known defeat.
Okay.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
God. Talk to her! For fuck's sake. See how easy we had it?
Yeah, that was good.
We had it all. Alright.
We could have had it all. Oh, amazing.
Oh, it just blew G back up.
There's two of them.
Oh God, no, we need to just run that way. No, it's fine. No, we're not losing yet. I refuse to lose. I refuse to lose.
Oh my God. All right.
Okay,
There's no reason to lose. We're good.
Incredible. Nailed it first try.
Excellent.
Easy.
Good. Okay.
I don't know if this will even work because we're in the sky. How is this gonna work? I fully just threw it. I just threw Goofy into the... I didn't even use him against him. Okay, that went pretty well. What the hell is this? Oh, I caught a silicum sponge. Silicium? Or did that say silicum? I'm gonna have to catch another one because I need to confirm if that said silicum or if it silicium or something. You got a cybernardal hermit. Cool. Okay, hold on. I need to catch another silicum. Perfect. You caught a silicium sponge, not a silicum sponge. Very different. Glad we clarified that. A silicium sponge. Take damage no more than 2 times. Guess who's gonna fail that?
It's just one lion.
Well, nope.
Oh my God! Immediately got hit a bajillion times.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
How did I get fucking killed instantly? Oh, vessel, whatever. We're going back to Galbadia. Yeet. There's no way. Your friend is dying, so you hurl him into the ocean? He's gonna drown! You guys sure have guts. You know how high this cliff is? What is happening? What is happening? Did I cast? Ooh, am I gonna regret this? Oh boy. When he comes, he fucking comes. I don't like how that came out. No, I still don't like anything about what I just said, but ooh, I shouldn't have done the second cast. I got greedy. Oh shit. Oh, dude, chat. Fuck yeah.
You are watching a master work.
Second try! Hell yeah! I've played enough of this game to know that we're the bad guys.
I've accepted it.
Oh yes, Shiva stepped on us both. She stepped on us together, Adam.
If we all stack at on one spot, like, well,
How powerful is Shiva? Can she step on 4 weebs at once? Let's find out.
yes, she can.
Yes, she can. No question. Oh shit. Oh, that doesn't seem good. Hey, yo, girl. Ah! Shiva, what's happened to you? Oh shit, fuck my back. Shiva! Oh, god damn it. No, shit. Oh, my dick. Oh, god. Girl, let me help. Oh, fuck me. Let me help you, girl. Oh, shit. Shiva. I'm assuming this is Ultimisia. Oh, come on, girl. Let me into your heart. Maybe Tifa wants to play Triple Triad? I'll try. Hey, Tifa. Tifa, can I interest you in a game of cards? What's the spatter pattern like? Just take the phone in the bathroom. Bax, if anyone responds to you saying that you have diarrhea with either of those things, if you tell someone you have diarrhea and they go, and they're like on the phone and they go, what's the spatter pattern like? Or they say, just take the phone in the bathroom, you can cut that person out of your life forever. You can just never talk to that person ever again. Don't, like, I stand by that with 100% certainty and confidence. If someone says that to you and you're like, I got diarrhea, man, I gotta go, and they're like, just take the phone with you. Hang up. Never speak to that person again. You stand by it as well. 2 birds, 1 spatter shot. Disgusting, Bags. So I'm currently active in a thing that doesn't matter. So nothing hurts it? Because I seem to still be hurting it not using Reality Shift. Oh, speaking of hurting and using Reality Shift. I'm just gonna, this is, oh, please, no, please. Get off of the thing. I need you to use Cura. No, get off. This is actively going to kill me. Get off the fucking thing.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
I hate that. Use your overdrive, dude. Why wouldn't... Oh, okay, he is. Wait.
God dang it. Okay, no, that's it for Yohimbo. Okay. It's based on your bond with him. Gotcha. All right, let's give him another 5,000. Zamato. Hell yes! What a fucking finish with that fucking incredible attack! Holy shit! Fuck yes! Thank you for the 100 biddies, Dancer. That was so fucking cool. I can't believe we pulled it off. Is that a one-hit kill attack?
I die. So does the final Aeon. And with it,
I'm shaking.
only hope.
I'm shaking. My heart rate.
We'll find Spira a new hope.
Holy shit, folks, we did it.
There is no other way.
No, don't. No. Whoa, whoa.
Extraordinary.
Let's fucking go.
The mark of a true.
You are watching a master at work.
Did TrulyRawesome just beat a boss? Because I think I've got a new stain on my Crota. What a fucking... Oh, what a perfect time for that to have that randomly to come up. Oh my god, I'm shaking.
Finally met my match.
Fuck yeah. Absolutely poggers.
We ended with visual proof that I am a gamer. I gotta head it now. Take care, y'all. Scorp, that was a bit ago, I'm sure, but I hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. Thank you again for the raid. Appreciate it immensely. Welcome back from the break, folks. Hope you took that opportunity to get a stretch, walk around some, maybe get yourself a snack or two. I need some food. Pudge is high right now. He was playing with a catnip toy, and he's now high and rolling all over the carpet. All right, let's freaking try to get just a few more levels for Amarant, if we can manage to pull it off. And then... Oh god. Oh no, but I should be guarded because I put on antibody. If we can just get a few more levels for Amarant, then we will end this grind session. We'll actually move on with the story. Or sorry, no, we will go do the, we will go try to trigger the trivia question. That went well. Okay, so he isn't currently, but my dad has been playing Beast of Reincarnation pretty much the whole time I've been here and hasn't DNF'd yet. So I feel that says something. He has not. That's true. Your dad does historically struggle to finish games. Ace Scorcher, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. How are you doing? Welcome in. Great to see you again. We are in the middle of grinding some levels. FF9 here. Okay, we got Bug Killer. We love that. I'm doing good as well, Ace. Thank you for asking. Doing well. I'm forming opinions about Amarant based on how soft and squishy he is in these fights against this dragon for XP. We were talking a little bit earlier about what games we're going to be playing in the future, following what the schedule is going to look like following Final Fantasy IX once we beat it. Okay, let's look at the equipment here. Just a few things. Okay, we can move on. Mithril Knuckles is okay. Chakra. Well, let's put that on. So much for him to learn. He's clearly my least developed character. But I also have to put him in like the weakest things I have. Make sure nobody could be learning something, that everyone's in their best gear. Antibody. No, I don't want to do auto potion. But I'll take off Gamble Defense and I'll put on Locomotion. Dane has a lot of abilities. Understandable, yeah. I just, I wish for a little bit more from Amarant. Oh, I hope this Doggo doesn't target Quina. Oh, it's targeting everybody? Okay, so Amarant's gonna die and Quina's gonna die. Because Amarant literally has, like, the exact amount of damage that the dragon does to Amarant is enough to kill Amarant every single time. It's, like, precisely calibrated to his health. Okay. God dang it. Okay, where is Amarant at here? Level 35. I'm like, when I started doing this grind an hour and 20 minutes ago, Zidane was level 38. So Quina and Zidane are now easily my strongest characters. Amarant is my weakest. I feel like I gotta get Amarant to at least 40 before I can stop doing it. Okay, I want to just check. So we got up to 1196 there. We tent a second time. Will that fully heal? Or am I just wasting items? It did! Okay, I love that. Nice dodge, Quina. Love that for us. Amarant got the ability healer. got extremely lucky there back to back. The 2 turns where the dragon just did a physical attack and missed. Still working too well. Okay, we're done with the anklet. Do high tide. We could do auto float. We could level up. Level up in body temp. I guess kind of late to be getting him level up. I should have got that earlier, but. Okay. Everybody being hit. Amarant finally at a level where he can survive getting hit by Thundaga, and oh, I forgot he has the return magic ability. Well, we don't have any high potions, so I'm gonna have to use some to heal up here. I was thinking about that too, Darren. I was like, but then yeah, it just becomes this ping pong game until one of them dies, which it would have been Amarant who died, obviously. But I also was thinking, I was like, wait, if he has return magic, can you return magic and return magic, and does this become a recursive loop until someone dies? Because that feels like a game-breaking like Magic the Gathering combo. Is what that makes me think of. Nice, wasted attack. Dang. Oh, I've just remembered something I have to do. I have to make a quick phone call, folks. I just remembered, so I'm actually going to throw up the BRB screen again. Sorry for 2 BRBs so close together. This will hopefully not take me super long, but just give me a moment. I have to make this call. Be right back. I had sex before Ed Sheeran came out. Yes. With my penis. That's exactly right, Oolong. I did have sex with my penis before Ed Sheeran came out. What we have here.
Classic video game.
Behind the waterfall. They managed to make a waterfall underwater out of this like you were saying, the river, the like thicker, more viscous. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Crazy. Oh my god. I'm malding out of control. Oh! Into the hole! This is fucking killing me. Oh. Peace
piece of shit. I can't with this game's logic. Now I'm back. Fucking go forward! Oh, is that a lot of damage? I've never...
Hey, it looks like you're having trouble with this part. You ever think about lowering the difficulty?
I would love to. I would love to. What the fuck? I've ended up behind the laser. How did this happen to me? How could this happen to me? Probably was it one. Uh-oh, we're gonna start blacking out.
No, come on!
You're so close!
I believe!
Oh my god, oh my god.
Shit, we were so close.
We tried so hard and got so far, but in the end.
Well, that's one way to get back.
Yeah, nice. That's instant teleportation. Maybe I just need Ross to stare at the camera for a few seconds. Exposure therapy, you know? Hi, Sherwin. Get used to this. Let this face and all that it implies sink into your mind. Let me in, Sherwin. Let me into your heart. Open. Don't blink. No, no. I saw you blink. I saw you blink. Don't do it. Stay with me. Stay with me. Together we can get through this. You good boy. I'm a good boy, and you're a good boy. Together, we are good boys.
You do not eject the disc. You have to know what comes next. And you're doomed for your insistence on it. Let us dance, for we shall both.
Okay, back. Sorry about that, guys. I ordered a cake. This Friday is my brother-in-law's birthday, and I ordered a cake this morning for it. And they called me back, and I missed the call, basically saying like that I hadn't filled in what I wanted it to say on the cake. And so they called me, and I just needed to return their call and let them know what we wanted the cake to say. He's not so little anymore, Mama. He's 6'4". He's 6'4", and the baby fat's going away, and he's getting his adult bone structure. I remember when he used to be little. Now he towers over us. But yes, it's his birthday. He's turning 16. It's his sweet 16. All right, let's do one more, and then I'll see about if I'm gonna leave Amarant or Frey on my team so that they can get abilities. To be fair, my little sister is still called Shorty, and she's at least 6 foot. Some things just follow you for life, right? Like, there's nothing she can do about that. Didn't level up there, but hold on. It's fine if Zidane goes down. Except that Zidane's the only one who can make us run away. Maybe it's not okay if Zidane goes down. Well, this could all backfire. This could backfire if this is a Thundaga that somehow kills Quina. Didn't kill Quina, thank God. All right. Amarant made it to level 40. I'm gonna say that is enough grinding for experience for today. We're gonna step into the woods here and try to trigger the trivia. Try to trigger the trivia. That's a good year. Chocolate Pop-Tarts, welcome to the stream. I hope you are having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. All right, I'm initiating my trivia, my patented trivia detecting chicken walk. And it worked immediately. Okay, mama. Okay, pop quiz. Question number 11. Conde Petit is a village of goblins. True or false? Conde Petit is not a village of goblins. That's false, right? Okay, sweet. Attacking the X. Or false? I say Conde Petit, I'm pretty sure is dwarves, isn't it? Correct! You get 5,000 gil. You got 90% correct. You're pretty good. All right. So now we have to wait another 10 seconds on the overworld. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and resume the chicken walk. Six, 7. Ha ha ha. 6, 7. Jail. For saying the 6, 7. We can't. The jails can't. The jails won't be able to hold them all. All right. Trivia question number 2. Oh, what? It's something different. Lapis Lazuli. Wait, what? It wants me to give it a Lapis Lazuli? Do I have more than one? I only have one. I'm not going to give it to you. I only have one Lapis Lazuli, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, but wait. I only have one. Instant panic, because this isn't what I expected. This is a different side quest, I know. I'm supposed to give these people what they want. I'm supposed to give these creatures the items they asked for, and he wants a Lapis Lazuli, but I only have one Lapis Lazuli. Is there a way for me to get... How do I get an... Final Fantasy IX. Where to get Lapis Lazuli? Figured there must be others because they wouldn't make me lose it, but I just want to know where to obtain. Okay. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, Lapis Lazuli drop from and are stolen from Steiner Mirror and Dagger Mirror, the player can farm them by bringing Steiner and or Dagger to Oliver, which I assume I can go to again now that I can fly around. Okay, yeah, I gotta give it away. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it says here that there's some kind of dead pepper thing with the. I'll give it. I'll give it to Garuda. Wait, but I gave it the right thing. I gave it a lapis lazuli. Damn, that was a lot of AP for that too. Oh, and I did have more than one lapis lazuli. I was only showing one in my inventory because the other one's equipped to Freya. I'm fine. Remember how I panicked? Remember how I panicked and I didn't, and there was absolutely no reason to? Because I sure as heck remember. All right. And I'm guessing that the next thing I encounter, I'm gonna have to give a diamond to. Oh dang, combat. Oh, that healed it. That's not good. Clearly. Oh, bye, Amarant. You won't be missed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now we chicken walk. We are Sublime, we are. Yeah, Pop-Tart, we're just hunting we're hunting for ragtime questions. Here we go, that's better. This is the boy I wanted to see. Pop quiz. Question number 12. Only one desert exists in the entire world. I feel like that's gotta be false, but that is false. Okay. I was gonna say there's no way there's only one desert. Okay, so false. Correct! Oh, excuse me. We got 5,000 gil. 91% correct. Pretty good. I'll never be 100% though. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. I don't know. Ollie didn't say anything when I asked if there was if it was like valuable to do this. He didn't tell me that I'd already fucked up and there was no point. So maybe it's just a percentage. Maybe it's like a percentage range.
I need that money. I need that money.
I don't know if I do need that money. Did you die yet? Many times, Foxhound. Many freaking times. Foxhound, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic Wednesday. It's great to see you. How are you? How are things? Thank you so much for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 47 months. Question number 13. Prima Vista means love at first sight. Prima Vista means love at first sight. True or false? You're so damn tired? I bet, Foxhound. I bet. False. I didn't think it meant that either. But I bet you are, dude. But I hope you're also happy. And that everything is well for you and your family. Things are going well here. Final Fantasy IX rules. I'm enjoying this game a lot. 6,000, 90% correct. Woo! Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, we're all good, Pop-Tart. I got Mama giving me the answers. I got my mod Mama on the case, but I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, you checked it whether or not it's still worth. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. I misunderstood, Pop-Tart. Well, we're about to find out. We're gonna get there pretty quick. We've only got 2 questions left, so we'll find out pretty soon. Treno's Cafe Card Carta is members only. Treno's Cafe Card Carta is members only. That is true. Correct! You get 6,000 gil. Oh, there was no difference. That one incorrect question is worth 8% of my final grade. I'm still in the A+ range though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, the money's still good. And if we don't at the end of all of this get an item, then I'm gonna blame Holly. I'm not saying anything. Oh, I really need to replace my potions. Oh yeah. I have currently no potions. Okay. Ah, oh, dang it. This is combat. Ooh. No, these Garuda are getting increasingly frustrated with me. I didn't come here to talk to you guys. I've got trivia questions to answer. Bye. All right, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I know Amarant didn't get frozen and he actually joined us that time. There we go. All right, final question, unless this is someone who wants a diamond. Okay, final question. Pop quiz question number 15. Bobo bird is a bird that brings you 14. There's 16, not 15. My bad. One more question after this. Bobo bird is a bird that brings you fortune. True or that is false? Bobo bird does not bring you fortune. And whatever, and 16 is true because there's only one possible question left. So 16 is true. That's 7,000 gil. 93% correct. One question to go. Now I'm worried that I'm gonna get that last question and it's gonna like throw me into a boss fight or something. So I'm just gonna save in advance of that, just in case. Right, the final question is always the same. Dang. I was like, this is gonna be combat. I could tell. I could sense it. I could feel it in the ether. Alright, this time it's gonna be Quina who doesn't come with us. Oh, never mind. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I counted way faster that time, so that's not actually 20 seconds. All right, and the answer is true. Pop quiz, last question. You can defeat Ragtimer. True or false? Yeah, I knew it was gonna be a boss fight. Yeah. We can. Correct! You get 7,000 gil! You got 93% correct! You're pretty good! So do I have to now trigger that again? Do I now have to try to trigger him one more time? Despite this being the right answer, it is in fact not possible to defeat Ragtime Mouse in the conventional way. Attacking Ragtime Mouse, even with an attack that deals more damage than it has HP, will simply lead to the monster fleeing the battle, only to ask the same question again in the next encounter. Okay. Players who manage to answer all of Ragtime Mouse's questions correctly will receive up to 70,000 gil, some XP, a protect ring, and an achievement trophy on the remastered version of the game. So I guess you're done? That's all she wrote, folks. We done did it. Okay, I want to go to Lindboom, please. All right. Oh, wait. So if I do that... Oh, no, but I don't think I can go back and answer the questions I got wrong, though. Hold on. How do I want to get down to the extras. Okay, here we go. So I want to go to the business district. If I restart, like the whole game? All right. Jobs. Nope, this is an inn. That's the station. The house, or was this a shop? This was just a house. Yeah, you're not, your knowledge is non-existent. It's just what you have looked up and can remember. No worries. This is a weapon shop, but I also sell items. Take a look. Sweet, okay. Anything we don't already have? We don't have apparently no healing rod, but surely to God I've had a healing rod at some point. Eye potions. We are going to buy like 100 of you. $99. It capped me. And we're gonna buy like 22 tents. Here we go. Yeah, Sublime or Pop-Tarts, do you know, like, if I mean, I guess, like, my question is just, like, can I just, like, re-trigger the earlier questions I got wrong, or? No, don't worry about it at all, Sublime. I've done all the is there any way for me to do over the questions that I got wrong with the Ragtime Mouse? There are 16 questions, but a 17th encounter where Ragtime tallies the score, so one more encounter should do it. Oh, okay, there is one more encounter. Okay. Angel Bless gives us the ability Thievery. We've got an ad break coming up in 1 minute, folks. Movement break, your opportunity to stretch your legs, walk around a bit, give yourself a bit of a opportunity there to stretch, get your blood flowing. All the various reasons we've talked about a couple times on this stream now. I didn't realize I could be wearing stuff that actually you could learn things from. Oh, this is Amarant. Never mind. I did know that he could learn stuff. There's no jelly. I don't know if that's worth it.
For real?
For real? Okay, we're on an app break here, folks. I'm going to stand up and move in just a moment, but I'm going to finish equipping gear here. Tension, which is a much better piece of gear for Freya across the board. Okay, we'll just pause it there for a second while we're on this movement break. Oh shit, is that the time? I need to go do bedtime. Got an early start tomorrow. No worries, mama. Go take care of that. And on the note, sounds like bedtime for me. Cheerio for now. Cheerio, Darren. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your evening and a fantastic day tomorrow. Thank you, as always, for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Now, Mama may or may not be coming back. Mama may just be doing bedtime for Kiddo, but it's also possible that this is Mama's bedtime too if there's an early morning tomorrow. So we might be saying goodbye to Mama. If that is the case, Mama, I hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your evening. And we will see you on Saturday when we stream on Saturday, some Dark Tide with Jasper and hopefully also Holly. Thank you for your help with all of those trivia questions. We'll go try to trigger the one last trivia instance with the guy to try to trigger him and get our rewards for 93% completion of correct answers on trivia questions. We only got one wrong, but it was worth a whopping 7% of our score, that one incorrect question. Devastating, devastating, but it happens. Gosh, it is hot outside today. I am sweaty just from sitting, but it is beautiful outside. It is looking gorgeous out here. What time are we? I may or may not go for a walk after stream. At least 30 minutes of exercise for the day. Go to a 30-minute walk, perhaps. What do you think, Pudger? Is that a good way for me to spend my post-stream time after a full day of sitting? Go for a quick little 30-minute walk in this heat. See, it depends on when Megan's making supper tonight. Depends on when she's aiming for supper. I don't think she has the gym. She never mentioned the gym to me. She had the gym yesterday, so she probably does not have the gym today. See when she gets home what the dealio is there. Maybe she'll want to come with me on a walk. No, she'll have walked home from work. She won't want to go on another walk, and she won't need to. And I'll completely understand and respect that choice. What you making? No idea, Mama. Oh, I'm not going to bed. Getting a child organized into bed. Yeah, I thought that maybe was just Kiddo going to bed there. I have no idea what she's planning on making for supper tonight. No idea at all. We switched our typical dinner days. Usually I make dinner on the same days that I stream. I usually make dinner on Mondays and Wednesdays, but we switched it around a little bit, and so she's making dinner this evening. Well, we're a little scant. We're a little scant on food items, so I'm not sure what it is she's going to end up making. Hey, get out of the way, dude. The walk sounds lovely though if you have the weather for it. Hopefully it if it stays as predicted, we'll be out walking tomorrow. Well, I hope that that is true for you. I hope you get to enjoy that. And yes, I might go for a bit of a walk just to have that little bit of exercise today. To the gym yesterday, and I'll be going to the gym tomorrow. But even to just get a nice 30-minute walk in would be good. Okay, let's see if we can trigger this last interaction. I'm just gonna save real quick. Just in case, gonna save real quick. We've been waiting to get out for a while, but the weather has been shitty. It's meant to at least be dry tomorrow, so everything crossed. I hope that that proves true, Mama. Hope you get a nice dry day that you can go out and have a nice walk. This is a combat encounter, not trivia. Okay, I don't like that all of Quinna's regular attacks have been healing lately. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Pop quiz. That ends the test. You got 93% correct. Good. Excellent. Okay, but we got the protect ring. The big thing is the item we got. Which adds the ability long reach. Back row attacks like front row. Oh. Oh, that's a sick ability. That's actually a really, really cool ability. Oh, dang, I don't have enough. Okay, well that's cool. That is a great ability, and we will work on getting that. Also very expensive, agreed. Oops, wrong button. Hold on. Let's look at the world map here for a second. Now, I'm supposed to go here to IPSEN's castle. That's the next place story-wise, so let's go. But let's change up our team. I would like to swap out Amarant for Dagger, Quina for Vivi, and this for stuff, because now they're the ones that are under-leveled. Wait a minute. I saw a little something because I was looking at the Lapis Lazuli page on the Final Fantasy wiki, and I just want to really quickly just go to the Black Mage Village. You cannot land in the forest. That's annoying. You have to land outside of the forest and walk there. All right, well. Very well. I just want to go check out the Black Mage. Oh, whoops, don't do that. Alright, Zidane's double-bladed sword looks very cool right now. We did! He just tallied our score, said we did excellent, and gave us a protect ring. Oops, I accidentally had Dagger attack this thing, and Dagger's gonna heal it. No sweat, of course you were. Yeah, you didn't miss anything major. It just told us what our score was and was like, great job! And then we left battle and we got the protect ring. I'm glad to be back, but the sun looks different to me somehow. Welcome. Yeah, here's what I wanted. He doesn't have anything, but I think, there's another... Yeah, very expensive. 16 points to equip it is pretty crazy. The other day, I felt bad because between my boot and weathers, we've not done much this summer, plus not managed a holiday this year, so I'm trying to do as much as I can when I can. Oh yeah, of course. Sometimes that's how it happens though, Mama, but yeah, I mean, you're hopefully you'll get some nice weather tomorrow, and you can put that everywhere. Summer's running out. I suppose that's true. It's hard to believe. Oh, no, no. I didn't mean to stay. Bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye, bye. Here's what I was looking for. Rune Tooth, I don't think is a weapon that I've ever had. Nope, but I need 2 mithril daggers for it. I can literally go buy 2 mithril daggers, which I will do. A Medane's Ring, which we can then upgrade into a Reflect Ring. Okay, but hang on. I want to get this Rune Tooth. So I need 2 mithril daggers, which I can go buy. 2 weeks left, basically, for you. We've still got a few. We've got 3 weeks left. Because, yes. Well, technically 4, I guess. Because, for me, classes don't actually begin until the second week, midway through the second week of September. But, oh gosh, it does feel like time is running out because, of course, not too long after that, Megan will be leaving. So we can really feel the countdown now. Okay, no point in getting Rune 2 that doesn't give me anything. Oh well. There's Chemist. And what is Chemist? Who can learn Chemist? Okay, Dagger can learn Chemist. What is she currently learning? Leviathan. Okay. But then we can make a Reflect Ring using the Medane Ring once we've done that. We go back on the 18th, so a lot of this time is basically uniforms now and other necessities. Yeah. Do you guys go back early too? Okay, so it's just really here in Canada that we have the 12-week school periods instead of the 16, or I guess that's maybe only 14. All right, IPSEN Castle, let's go. This walk tomorrow will be our last hurrah before the boring things. Okay, well, it'll be a meaningful hurrah. That's what matters. Okay, here's our dingleberry. All right. Oh boy, let's land this bear. Let's land this puppy. Land it. Save it. Save. Save. Oh, god dang it. Oh, we found one of these before. Funny though, this last week or two, I've finally been sleeping in. Oh no, as soon as it's no longer gonna be your rhythm, you finally start to sleep in? That sucks. They have a 9:30 instead of 7:30, just in time for that no longer to be. That sucks. All right, entering IPSEN Castle. Is this the old castle Hilda told us about? What a strange looking place. Like it's upside down or something. Maybe it is. All right, I'll take 3 of you with me. The rest of you secure this spot. Hey, Zidane. What's up, Amarant? I work alone. Always have, always will. I don't know why you bother carrying dead weight all the time. What's your point? I'm saying working alone beats working in a team any day, and I'm going to prove it. Hilda said there's some key here to break the seal, am I right? Yeah. Let's see who finds it first. I'll be going by myself, of course. Oh, thank God. Amarant, don't worry. You were never going to be who I chose. Amarant, you selfish, ignorant fool. Calm down, Rusty. But... let him go. Okay. I don't know what you're thinking, but if that's what you want, it's okay by me. Well, aren't you an agreeable fellow? Well, see you later. Are you sure about this, Nadine? What can I do? I can't change the way he thinks. Let's get going, everyone. We'll beat Amarant at his own game. Well, like I said, it's truly no issue because Amarant was never coming with me. To be fair, though, as much as I love him and I'll miss having the opportunity to sleep, I'm looking forward to having my time. But yeah, I bet. I bet you are, Mama. IPSEN, asshole. Received dagger. Received Aquarius. Oh, I'm just assuming Aquarius was a gem. Maybe it's not. Did I just miss it? Did I just not see it anywhere? Oh, wait. Aquarius is one of these cards. Aquarius arrived late. He asked everyone who kissed Virgo. Did not even pretend I would miss him for a second. You are correct. Oh, shoot. I guess I should have looked up that, like... You know, maybe I'll do that off stream? Well, we'll see. We'll see next week on Monday where I'm at, and I might spend some time on Monday, and I'm just going to look up a guide to deliver all the Moogle letters. Demon smell. Oh wait, what was that? Didn't Holly say not to? Oh, did she say not to? Maybe you're right. Auto regen. Pick. What was the other thing I picked up? Oh god, I'm dumb. What did I just pick up? Oh, it was for Steiner. Demon Mail. Is better defense, but doesn't learn him anything new. And we've got a Diamond Helm for learning Insomniac. Was it yes or a no? Some sort of spoiler, but it's just a side quest? Something along those lines? Yes, you're right. She said both yes and no. She was like, yeah, she was like, it's good to do, but there's no way to explain it without spoilers. So we'll be fine. Oh. And apparently Zidane is too wide. Fit through those archways. Oh gosh. Well, that's great. Letter delivery and Chocobo side quest go hand in hand. Okay. I wasn't planning on bothering with the Chocobo side quest, especially since it took me so long to even like get started on it. They both had tents on them. Rise. Which of these guys to focus on? Way more damage than my melee attacks would do. Okay, so Gargoyle is vulnerable, much more vulnerable to magic attacks. I should be attacking the magic guy with Zidane and Steiner. Not even doing very much to him either. Missed. Hell yeah. Cat's Claws, which is Amarant. Oh, okay. Oh, it is upside down. It's navigating this very strange. What the hell is this? Cerberus. I should have stolen from the Cerberus at least once. Man, Phoebe is crushing everything in this. There we go. But there's no... I'm confused. Everywhere feels like a dead end. It simultaneously feels like a straight, linear path, but also like I'm hitting dead ends. Oh, this is a pathway. There we go. I'm already so lost. Oh, but I ended up here. You're late, Zidane, and I'm the winner. See how much time you lose by working with others? Have you figured out how to break the seal? Take a look at that wall. Maybe you can figure it out. Oh, so I guess you did need someone, huh? But it's no longer my concern. What do you mean? I proved myself right. I don't need to follow you around anymore. Oh, okay, bye! We may be enemies next time we meet. See ya. Bye, Amarant. Won't miss ya. Give me back all your stuff. I'm selfish. I can't believe him. It's his way. We can't change him. Let's get going. Let's see. There's something written on it. My power is protected high atop a fiery mountain. Receive the fire mirror. This one too. My power is protected underwater, surrounded by the earth. Receive the water mirror. Oh my god, it's the legend of, it's the Zelda shrines. And this one, my power is protected behind a tornado. Receive the wind mirror. That means this one too. My power is protected under the shaking ground. Receive the earth mirror. Well, looks like we got what we came here for. Let's go. You were staring at that mirror for a long time? Anything interesting? Like Hilda said, those things on the wall must have something to do with the seal. Let's think about that later. We need to get out. The mirror, return to me. Who's there? Oh! Energy flow interrupted. Energy to Terra. You dare get in the way of Terra's master plan? What is this? My name is Taharka. Return my mirrors. You should say please when you ask for things. Fool, you'll regret this. Ah! All right, we got this. Magic break. Missed. Okay, cool. Good use of that turn. I'm gonna start casting Reflect on everybody. Oof, that's not a lot of damage. Oof, okay, so the things in this dungeon in particular seem to be, like, really only weak to magic. Ooh, but I can do sword magic, so let's try doing a Thundara. Stole Mithril Claws for Amarant, who's not even here. Nice. Couldn't steal anything, not the same as there being nothing to steal. Ah, got her before she could get her reflect out. Compact. Oh wow, high potion doesn't deal shit. Judgment Bolt! Try Leviathan this time. I don't think we've seen Leviathan in action. Tsunami! Oh, it's gonna miss us though. Don't worry guys, we are not gonna get hit by the tsunami even if it looks like we are. Summon the Eidolon Leviathan for the first time. Goofy. You're right. God dang it. Come on, do better, Zidane. This thing has so much health. Use white magic spells 200 times. Okay, Snyder's gonna get nothing from this. But he was doing basically nothing. That was all VV. God, imagine if I hadn't brought in VV. One is all is one. You'll never break the seal. That's probably true, Mama. That's basically true. Okay, so Dagger learned. Leviathan. We've got Shiva and Ifrit. Let's learn Shiva. Now there's all kinds of places we didn't go in here. Should I... Are they all just dead ends? This is strange. Examine. Push. Pound. Think. Leave. Received rod. Jump off the ladder? Yes. Oh, whoops. I misunderstood where it was gonna jump me. I thought it was gonna jump me elsewhere. Stole a high potion. Yeah, wow, Vivi really the only person capable of doing anything in this particular dungeon. These also have such huge health pools. Sweet, Vivi learned Faraga. Can I get onto it there? Okay. Fuck off. Received a broadsword. That's better than... Why am I getting all these piddly little beginning of the game items? I did not talk about it. I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie. It was a fun movie. It didn't necessarily do everything I wanted it to do, or that me and Megan wanted it to do, but it was an enjoyable movie. It was fun. I think that it was like the like grounded kind of small potatoes storyline that it does is... Wait, where am I supposed to go? Is very good. And... Wait. There we go. But yeah, very good, very fun, cool action moments, good story, very good acting. Tom Holland is great in it. There was stuff that I wish that there had been more of, but yeah, it was good. It was fun. I was very happy to go see it. Ah! Hey, are you okay? Yeah, that was scary. Maybe we activated the traps when we reached the top. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Let's go. They're waiting for us outside. Okay, but I kind of want to jump down into this trap door. Can we do that? Why even do that then? Why even do that then? All right, I'm hoping I can save once we get back out and on the world map, but just in case, I'm going to save here. But I'm not going to end just yet. We're going to go out and see before we do. Hey, sorry to keep you all waiting. The win, Zidane. What? What happened to Amarant? He was waiting for us at the top and left as soon as we got there. I thought he took off. Is he still inside? You guys wait here. I'm gonna go look for him. Oh, better to do everything alone, huh, Amarant? Huh, Amarant? Better to do everything alone, huh? Oh. Who's there? Oh. Who's there? Zidane, why did you come back? Amarant, what happened to you? Answer my question. I told you we might be enemies next time we met. Or did you come back to mock me? You say some strange things. The guys outside told me that you hadn't come out yet. That's why I came here looking for you. We don't have anything to do with each other anymore. You don't even have anything to gain from this. Or do you? I don't understand you. I don't understand the way you think. Who cares about what I have to gain? You need help right now. You don't care. You're willing to put yourself at risk to save me. Come on, we've helped each other many times since we joined forces. You're a part of the team. That's all that matters. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I can't just walk away. It goes against my nature. And that's what being a part of a team means? Isn't it? Come on, that's enough talk. Let's get out of here. Oh, dang, I thought we were finally rid of this guy. No, it's good that we rescued Amarant. Listen up, everyone. Let's sort out what we found in the castle. On top of this castle is a mural, a map of the world. There were 4 mirrors on the mural. The writing on the mirrors was in the language only I can read. My power is protected under the shaking ground. My power is protected behind a tornado. My power is protected high atop a fiery mountain. My power is protected underwater, surrounded by the earth. I'm sure the mirrors are pointing us to the locations that help us break the seal. What the monster said before he perished provided us with a clue about the seal. One is all is one, meaning there is a connection between these 4 seals. Oh sure, of course that's what he meant. So what do? Are we going to take each location one by one? One is all are one. We're going to conquer all 4 locations at once. We're not going together like we always do? No, I'm going to drop off 2 of us in each location. I see. Hey, I'll go with Dagger. What? Why? It's called Ladies First, Zidane, and we girls have things to talk about. Uh-huh. Is that okay with you, Dagger? Sure, but where are we going first? Well, the nearest location would be... One of the locations you mentioned is just south of us. Oh, you were listening to us. I've been a sailor for a long time. I'm confident in my sense of direction. My power is protected underwater, surrounded by the earth. The location must have something to do with water. Why not go there first? All right, thanks for your help. Please, don't hesitate to ask me if you forget your destination. And please remember to equip yourselves properly while we are on board. You can relax, buddy. You're beginning to sound like someone I know. All right, Aaron, let's go. Yes, sir. Now departing. Okay. Now, it seems ridiculous to drop us all off at different locations and have the drop both of our healers together. That doesn't feel like that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? All right, though, but we're gonna end it right there today, folks. Okay. There was a reason for those weapons in the castle, BTW. Oh, there was a reason why I got all of those like beginner weapons from the very start of the game. Oh, all right. Interesting, interesting. Okay. All right, let's take a look at who is live and who we can raid, folks. Oh, we have our usual suspects who are currently live. We have Mildly, we have Tay, we have Ooh, we have Sheep. We haven't raided Sheep in a minute. Let's raid Sheep, who is playing Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, looks like. The first Tomb Raider in the Survivor trilogy. Ah, yes, definitely. God, I really enjoyed those Tomb Raider games. I'm looking forward to the new ones. I hope they're good. And that they're not, and that they're made by people. All right, we are gonna raid Sheep here, folks. Mad Sheep. Castle is upside down, so weaker weapon is more That's why they were all doing such little damage. The castle is upside down, so weaker weapons do more damage. That's crazy. I didn't even think of that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Sometimes games are goofy. All right, folks. Please grab that top message if you're a subscriber. Grab the bottom message if you're a follower. Spam that when we get on over to Sheep's stream. If you're not already following Sheep, drop a follow. It's free. It costs you nothing, and it makes you a better person. Have a good time enjoying her playthrough of Tomb Raider. Her title of her stream does say that if you squint really hard, this is Pal World. So if you wish Sheep was playing Pal World, you just have to squint enough and your dreams will come true. I will be back on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern alongside Jasper and hopefully also Holly. and we will be playing some more Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide. I hope you will join us for that, and that you will join us and have a great time there. In the meantime, until I see you next, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, be kind to others if they deserve it, drink plenty of water, eat plenty of food, get plenty of sleep, get some exercise, do things that make you happy, and otherwise just take care of yourselves. Was debating saying with Holly because it is a mechanic, but you were managing. If you struggled more, I would have. Oh yeah, I was just like, that's confusing. These things are really strong, and it didn't even occur to me. It maybe if the magic hadn't been doing so much damage, I would have been got by it, but yeah, all right. All right, folks, we'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye.